The Sesh Podcast, episode 219. Take one. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Sesh. My name is Kendall. I am your host of The Sesh.
And I am Janelle, and we are joined by our producers, Karelly and Sydney.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome, ladies.
Welcome. Well, today I figured that since the world is so chaotic every single day, that maybe we would all need a little bit of a moment for you. A moment for you with Delilah.
Oh my God. What are you saying?
You don't know Delilah?
Dude, that just took me back.
You don't?
Yes.
Okay, Karelly knows.
I know about
Sydney
Delilah.
knows.
Yeah.
Delilah. You never listened to Cozy
I
101?
don't know. Yes, I do.
Well, remember Delilah?
No, I
Okay,
don't
well then you're
remember
lame.
Delilah.
Well, that's the vibes I'm going to bring. Delilah vibes. This is a moment for you, okay? So take that moment because you deserve it. You've been working hard and trying your best, and your best is always good enough.
That's right.
You are always welcome here at our show. And so I want you to start by taking in a deep breath. We're going to hold for 6 seconds, and then we're going to release, and we're going to do that in a series of 3. Begin.
You didn't hold it.
I
You
don't
did a
hold on the
triangle.
bottom. I don't hold on the bottom.
Oh, you do triangle breathing. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this was a triangle.
One more, everybody.
Do you feel calm out there?
You should. Next, I want you to tell yourself that you are enough every single day. Repeat that. Say, I am enough every single day.
I am enough every single day.
Karelly.
I am enough every single day.
Why are you?
Sydney.
Sydney,
Get it together.
okay, I am enough
We're
every
live.
single day.
No. Say it like you mean it,
Oh,
Sydney.
I am enough every single day.
Say it calmly.
Okay.
I am enough every single day. Try again.
I am enough every single day.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hit us with one more.
I thought
One more
no,
affirmation.
One more affirmation.
I did. I was
No,
gonna say.
I'm
I
not.
thought you said. I am enough. I think that say that every single day.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Close enough.
Hopefully you're
You feel
feeling
good? I
relaxed,
feel great.
renewed,
I'm ready to
refreshed.
start this off.
You said you woke up this morning hating yourself.
Don't expose me. I did, actually.
Just like sometimes that happens. I feel
it's
like
so annoying.
it is annoying.
I was telling them yesterday I got my Finch app
Right.
up and I slayed all of my goals. I did my daily affirmations. I was like
Yeah.
adding some new goals for the week. And I was just like, God, I killed this weekend. I was like a really good mom. And I feel good about myself right now. I feel comfortable in my skin for once in my life, like to some degree, like 80% comfortable in my skin, which is good for me.
Yeah, right.
And I am thankful and happy and I love myself. And then I woke up this morning and that was gone. I don't know what happened during the night.
Sometimes the devil reaches in you and
I
takes
think-
away your self-love.
I think that may have happened in my sleep last night.
Oh.
Because, want to hear this dream? I was at some random movie theater and there were 2 teenagers next to me that were sticking their hands in their pants and having each other smell it.
That was your dream.
That was my dream.
Wow.
And I was like, I can't get out of here because it's an intense part of the movie, but these people... That's just honestly how my head works these days, okay?
Wait, can I say about my crazy dream
Wait,
over the weekend?
Wait, I'm not over that. Hold on, I have so many questions.
We'll come back to the crazy dream.
Of course we will.
Sure.
Do you mean like literally like
Yeah, they were like sticking in their own pants and then being like,
Oh.
check this out. Like 2 teenagers. And Sydney, I think it's because I watched that episode of White Lotus
Yes.
last night.
Oh,
that's fun.
That was the
I
last
had
thing I saw before I shut my eyes.
Yeah. And
Well,
that's what...
that doesn't happen in it. That's not a spoiler.
No, but it's really freaking weird.
It's like
what the-
similar. I think it was because of those images.
Yes. In the red room. And like...
Yes.
I'm
Mhm.
dying right now. Okay, Karelly, what was your weird dream?
You guys were in my weird dream.
Ooh, I love when we're in your dreams so much.
Dude, I have the weirdest dreams. Like, and I remember them.
I love
I
it.
I gave you props because I can't ever remember.
No, this one.
I'm like, remember them. Okay, hit us.
But no, okay. So over the weekend, and it was weird because it was like real time. Like it was in this timeline, right? It was my dream.
Right.
Like today.
Like today. No, it was actually about today. Oh, so over the weekend, me and Ethan, we got a cabin in the mountains and we just had a great time in the mountains.
Yeah.
And we were there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So romantic.
Super romantic. But in my dream, it was Saturday night. We were going to bed, right? We went to bed. And the next morning, I wake up at like 11 or something. I check the alarm. You're blowing up my phone, Janelle.
Oh, no.
Blowing up my phone. You're like,
Arnor.
where are you? You're like, we're filming and you're not here. It's 11:30. Like, we're filming in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean, dude? It's Sunday. Like, we're not filming on a Sunday. And you're like, dude, it's Monday. You're like, it's Monday morning.
That would be wild.
No,
if
no,
that
no.
actually happened.
I look at the calendar. Sunday doesn't exist.
Oh, and you're in a different dimension.
Yeah. So I look at the calendar. I'm like, no, Janelle. I was like, I'm in the mountains. Like it's the weekend. And you're like, dude, no, whatever. And so I'm like, I'm trying to send you a screenshot of like
Your calendar.
this-
You're like, Sunday's not real anymore.
yeah, because you're like, what's Sunday or something like that.
What?
It was weird. It was
She
really
hopped
weird.
timelines.
Creepy.
It really was. And so I remember looking.
Good show.
I remember. Oh my god, it would.
Like a day just goes missing from the week.
Yeah. So like Sunday was just missing from the calendar all like completely. And then I woke up. I was like, oh fuck. So I checked the time.
Mean?
What does it mean?
Tell us in the comments.
Mhm.
I love hearing people's dream analyses. And tell me what you think about the teenagers smelling each other's genitals next to me. At the
What does
movie
that
theater.
mean?
What? Yeah. Why am I dreaming about that?
Crazy dream though. I felt so real.
And yeah, I hate when those. I've been having a lot of dreams lately. Actually, it hasn't happened in like a month, but where it feels so real and I'm in my room or in my house and I'm waking up and I keep thinking like people are coming into the room but every time I go back to sleep, I'm like, oh, I was sleeping. Yeah.
Wait, do you guys
Does
ever
that
have
make any
it
sense?
where you like wake up and you think it's like a work day or something and like on a weekend and you're like, oh fuck, I have to go, and then you're like, oh wait, no, it's Saturday.
Oh, it's never happened to me.
No, I
actually.
get the opposite. What? Like a lot of times I wake up and I'll be like, oh, it's Sunday. And then I'll be like, fuck, it's Thursday or something.
That's
was
disappointing.
I get that too, but yeah, sometimes I'll wake up on a Sunday or a Saturday. I'm like, it's Monday morning, and I'm like,
No,
oh,
I literally I'll
Yeah.
start doing things. I'm like, oh my god, and then I'm like, wait, well,
Have you guys ever had like it kind of reminds me of like having a really long nap and
Best.
waking up at like a weird time
You're
and you just
confused.
feel like
yeah,
you're not
yes.
Yeah.
I
I hate
definitely
that
have
feeling.
had that feeling before.
and it's like in the next school day or something. You think
Hmm.
that you're late for school or something. I don't
Yes. Mm-hmm.
know. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Oh, all the time.
she's like, do you understand?
I got
I
it.
understand.
I hear you, girl.
Mhm.
Yep.
Copy.
It do be like that. Well, welcome back to the session.
The recession.
Yeah. Soon to be
Another day.
the recession. Okay. We have 2 stories for you that we're going to be going over.
Some wild ones that you probably have not heard of.
Definitely
Good chance you haven't heard.
crazy. Honestly, both of them are fucking whack.
Mm-hmm. Y'all might have heard about Erik, some of you, but
Yeah.
I feel like the first story is
I feel like it's kind of starting to go viral.
it? It's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy that this
Very
happened.
wild.
Yeah, well, we won't spoil it for you, but and then we're also going to be doing a March Madness bracket.
I'm so pumped to do this. I've always wanted to be part of the March Madness fun.
Same.
I know
I
zero
don't know
about college
anything what it is.
basketball.
So, it's college.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you use the NBA? Wait, you were
I just put 2 and 2
teams are in
together.
our thing.
I know. I just well, I haven't looked at them really because I want to get.
So I was gonna say I don't think I've ever even seen a college basketball game.
No, definitely
Never.
not. Wow. Yeah, I guess I knew that.
So we're really qualified to do this.
But basically, so I saw this TikTok where this person, they're making a bracket, but basing it on completely random things
Just
like
whatever they want.
how much they like the name or how much they like the animal or if they don't like the name or the color or the state or what.
Or
you know,
you've heard of it.
Literally anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is so fun. So we're going to do that. Obviously, well, not obviously, because I didn't actually know this, but March Madness has already started, but we don't care because
Yeah, because who cares?
who cares? So we're gonna do it anyways. And then Karelly and Sydney are going to every week, like maybe give us a quick update.
Well, we only have like so they're like on the 3rd bracket now. So we have
All right, that's fine.
So we're probably gonna like.
Dang, it's already the third. I thought we're already 1 week in.
It was like the second.
Well, I think a lot of the games are happening at the same time.
How many brackets are there left?
So there is
Isn't there like 6?
3. There's 4 brackets. So we're on the third one.
We're on the third one?
Yeah, a lot of the third ones are done.
Wait, so how many are left?
Almost.
When's the final thing?
3 remain after Saturday men's games.
Okay.
So we have
3 after this.
Here's what we'll do. We'll play it as if we don't know who won because we don't.
Exactly.
So then
we
we can
know-
already figure out if we've lost the first. Like, we'll figure out where we're at already by the end of the show.
We're about to figure out who the 2 national champion teams are.
Dang, this shit's moving fast.
Fuck, we should be keeping up.
I didn't know.
But we don't. Okay, but this just
It's
proves
okay. It's
that
not too
we
late.
don't
We don't know
know
anything.
Yeah,
I don't know anyone who's won.
I have zero clue what's going on.
Mhm.
Couldn't tell you a single team.
Perfect. We're gonna be great at this.
So you're welcome to play along if you want to print out.
What if we get a perfect bracket?
Yes, that's what I'm. And
Dude,
that's
if
what we can
we
check.
get a perfect bracket, we're going to buy a fucking lottery ticket.
Yes, we are.
Also,
One time I was winning in Yahtzee a bunch at home as a kid. My mom brought me to King Supers to get
She's like,
a lottery ticket.
this bitch is lucky as hell.
I didn't win shit.
Damn.
I know.
So that'll be fun.
So if you guys have been watching this show or really any of our shows, you know how much I love our next sponsor, and it is Nutrafol. And let me tell you, friends, if you have not tried out Nutrafol and you're a good candidate for it, don't wait any longer. Nutrafol has completely transformed my hair. I am so grateful that I discovered this product far before they even started sponsoring any of our shows. I just was doing my own research after giving birth and having a lot of hair shedding and a lot of thinning, and it has totally fixed that for me. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. You'll see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Now, everyone's root cause of hair thinning is different, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth just doesn't cut it. So Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it specifically needs to grow through at different stages, such as postpartum, menopause, as well as for different lifestyles, like plant-based diets. And while many supplements rely solely on ingredient studies, Nutrafol clinically tests final formulations to ensure their efficacy. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after taking Nutrafol Women Hair Growth Supplement for 6 months. It's physician-formulated with 100% drug-free ingredients. Nutrafol supplements support visibly thicker, stronger hair from within by targeting root causes of thinning, including stress, hormones, aging, nutrition, lifestyle, and metabolism as they evolve throughout a woman's life. So start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter promo code SESH. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code SESH. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code SESH. I have 2 things.
Right.
I have 2 things. First of all, you guys know I need to talk about TV for a second because there's so much fucking good TV on, okay? I know, Janelle. And do you have
God, yes,
want to say?
I have something to say.
Yeah.
I would just like to say that I am, I guess, not really surprised, but I feel very supportive in all of the comments. Supported of how supportive you guys were in last week's comments, because I talked about how I'm a freak and can't listen to anything or watch anything.
You're not going to keep saying that about yourself. You're not a freak.
Okay. I have really bad anxiety about how I can't watch scary things or talk about them or hear about them or anything. And so many of you said you're similar like that. And so
there's
my
so
heart goes
many
out to you.
people. So many people.
Yeah, I was honestly shocked at how many comments there were. It was way more than I thought there would be. So
there's a lot of people that have like the comfort shows and they only want to watch things, or at certain times in their lives only watch certain things that they've already seen that they've determined are safe to watch.
Yep.
Totally get it.
So yeah, I love you guys, who are willing to share their own experience. And if you're going through that, I'm sorry. It's very annoying. And some people talked about how it used to be like that. They've gotten better, which I appreciated. And a lot of you told me to look into OCD, which I am doing. I've had an inkling myself, but
it's been on our radar.
It's been on my radar, but I appreciate you guys, and none of you guys were like meaning it in any sort of harmful way. I think it was really helpful to talk about that, and just a lot of you were like, hey, might want to talk to your therapist about this, which I am doing. I don't know. I can't diagnose myself, obviously, so, but it is definitely, I see some things where I'm like, that checks a lot of boxes, but also anxiety and OCD are a lot of them can overlap. So anyways,
it was interesting to read comments of people saying that because the way they were describing themselves reminded me a lot of your experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been making a list of weird shit I do that I think, sorry, I don't mean to say weird shit because I don't want to shame anyone else out there who has this. To me, which I know if you have these feelings, you know what I'm talking about, of like you still feel weird, even though like I don't judge anyone outside of myself who has these experiences, but it's still, I don't know, maybe I'm just making light of it or something and trying to make a joke, but to me it is fucking weird. Like I feel weird when I have these bizarre thoughts or like these, I don't know if they're rituals necessarily, but like,
does that make you feel
certain
bad
things I really do
about yourself though when you describe them as weird?
That's what I'm trying to say is like I don't want other people to
I know.
feel bad. I think the reason I do it a lot is because,
but does it make you feel bad for yourself?
Not
like
really.
Okay.
But I think one of the reasons I try and like downplay it, I think, because I know that OCD and anxiety can be extremely debilitating to many people, and I never want it to feel like I'm throwing myself like a pity party.
I see.
You know what I mean?
See what you mean.
Like,
yeah.
I am aware that
it seems like.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. This is your thing.
I'm aware that like people can have it so much worse. I also know that's totally subjective, and the way that you talk to yourself, though, is different than the way that you talk to, like, external people. Like, if you were telling me this, I would not judge you at all. The comments that I was reading, totally valid, zero judgment towards you guys. It's more so, like, I think we don't treat ourselves the same.
Right.
So, you know?
Do you think that you don't think you're deserving of being able to complain about these things because people have it worse than you? So you say it's weird stuff to like downplay it?
Yeah, I do. And I also think a lot of people really overuse the term OCD in a lot of other diagnoses. But like the age of social media now, everyone thinks they're autistic. Everyone thinks they have OCD. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad that
people
it's getting...
People just say they have it without even being diagnosed.
I'm really glad that it's getting more attention and becoming normal to talk about, and people are finding their diagnosis that, you know, they haven't had their whole life, and so they're finally getting answers. I think it's more so just, I never want to come across of that I'm just randomly throwing around words to be like, oh, I'm so OCD, because I know that people who truly have debilitating OCD are like, no, bitch, it's more than like wanting your colors to coordinate or something like that, which that's not.
Or being really organized or whatever.
And I don't have any, like, I am not that organized. I don't care about that kind of stuff.
Well, you didn't even bring up OCD last time.
So but I
don't think you're that at all.
I guess I don't know. I think a little bit of me feels like I'm not
like worthy
of really using that term. I don't know.
You want to make sure you're actually diagnosed with something before you even throw it around.
Yeah.
Responsible. I love that. We love that for her.
And if I'm not, then I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think also just in general, a lot of people use their like, oh, I just can't help it. Like it's just the way I am, which yes, to a degree, but also I think that puts in a lot of like the notion of you don't need to continue to work on yourself and try and better yourself. And you
like
just
in any sense.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people are just like, well, that's just how I am. Can't help it. Like, that's not my problem, you know? And I think it's important for you to own
or like use your zodiac sign. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm a Taurus.
Right. Exactly. I don't know.
I'm stubborn. Okay. I'm Taurus. That's it.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. Yes.
I kind of do that.
I think we all do to an extent. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm just babbling. But anyways, bottom line is thank you for being supportive and sharing your experiences, because I think that, yeah, it's nice to know that you're not alone. And
there's so much support. I loved it.
Yeah, there was. I was very surprised. And most of the time I was laughing because it is kind of funny too. Like I am very much the type of person that I have to laugh at myself and like make jokes, because it's at the end of the day, what do we have if we can't make jokes about ourselves or laugh? And so it was kind of funny because I was watching it back and I'm over here like genuinely cracking up, and you guys are like, no, Janelle, it's like you're trying to be like sensitive to me, which I appreciate. And then the comments are also being sensitive, but I was like,
but then I watched it
laughing.
back.
It was funny to me.
I listened to some of it back too, and I was like, I am mean.
No, I felt like
I like don't know how to deliver things.
No, I
like the
didn't
time
think
where I was
at all.
like, have you ever thought maybe you should read a book?
I
Like,
was-
I wasn't back to that. I was like, what
so
the fuck?
funny. I watching that back was like howling, laughing.
I hope people know that I mean that in the most genuine
But I
way. That I
also
thought a
know
book would
who
be
you-
less overwhelming.
No, but I know.
and like
But
visuals
I know who
as
you
well.
are, so like
Yeah.
I know that that's a
Thank you.
joke.
You know
And
me.
you and I are like constantly bullshit. What is this? Is
Ooh, it's getting wild over here. White Lotus in this bitch.
White
Yeah,
Lotus.
that's
oh, is
good.
that why you had a
Yeah.
dream about smelling privates?
Uh-huh.
Because people were like, sucking.
Well, I can't give away too much.
oh right,
I
yeah.
can't give away too much.
It was
You should watch
nasty
this
though.
season. It's good. I still think Sydney and I were talking about it earlier. I think season 2's better. I think you should really watch that show when John's out of busy season. I really do think you would like it. It's not scary. It's not. There's
It's like
there's
there's
nothing
humor.
like horribly sad. It's very funny and just interesting,
Yeah.
carefully shot. I think it's safe.
It's
to
dry
watch
humor.
with a friend there.
Yes,
John.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that you guys are friends.
Just
Well,
friends.
you are, but so stupid. Overanalyzing everything today.
Oh.
But yeah, I wanted to talk about Severance because, but like, I guess we really can't talk
No,
about
you
it
guys
because
can't spoil.
everyone, we can't be spoiling.
No.
And Severance is one of those shows you can't even like speak words about it
Not
without
really.
spoiling something.
One thing I'm going to say, though, is when you were talking about it a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
you said something about, I thought you said something about the pigs. Now I know you mean goats.
Yeah. No, I
But-
said goats.
I know, but like in my head, I'm like, what about the fucking pigs?
You've
There's
been
no
looking
pigs.
for the pigs.
I've been waiting for the pigs this entire time.
No, it's the goats.
It's the goats. Which
Oh, there's like
Okay,
double
wait,
goats
I'm on
in there. or some
episode
shit?
4, so please don't.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
no, no.
Sydney started it.
There's like
Yeah.
double goats.
it
No
seems
from me, dog.
devilish. Yeah.
can't really,
Which isn't a spoiler.
Yeah.
I don't think. But we don't really know what the whole thing is with that.
I think the finale was really, really good. I'm not, obviously without spoiling anything, I think that it did wrap it up in a really nice way, but you can tell they're working on other
I was
seasons.
gonna say,
Yeah.
season
Like-
3 confirmed.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
season
good.
3 is confirmed. I think
4,
they're
right?
slated for 4. Well, that's what
That's what
Austin told us.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
On the same wavelength.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't pissed off with the season finale.
No,
Which-
me either, which is rare for me.
Exactly.
And
So-
especially for a mid-season finale, I still felt very satisfied with it. Like normally I'm like, oh, they have to leave us with this giant cliffhanger. And yeah, there
Yes.
is a cliffhanger, but it's like
Wait, this isn't
wouldn't be something that I would expect to have been answered in this season anyway. And it set us up to be excited for the next season
exactly.
without like pissing you off. And I think it's actually going to be one of those shows, and I'm so happy about this, that you understand it by the end. It looks like we're going to figure out what the fuck is going on with Lumen by the end of the 4th season.
Wait.
Like I think that's actually going to
There are shows that end and you
Yes,
still
like Lost.
Okay, so I never finished Lost
Good.
because that's what I was
It
told.
enrages me.
My stepbrother and I were watching it, and then he just like I was being me and stopped watching it, so he blew through it. And then he was like, "Don't fucking finish it. It sucks."
No,
And I was like, "Okay."
it was so disappointing. It was a knife to the kidneys after all these years. Oh, and none of you watch Sister Wives, damn it. Someone will get that. But yeah. It's just,
I was like, "Wow, to the kidneys."
I was so pissed after waiting all that time. Or like even one of my favorite shows ever, Leftovers. Highly recommend it. I feel like that show does not get enough attention. I think it's really one of the best shows I've ever seen. But it does piss me off because you don't get all the answers by the end. It's
No,
a
I
lot of
need
like,
answers.
this is up to interpretation.
Ew.
Take it the way you want it. I'm like, no, I want to fucking know all the things.
Mhm.
And I think Ben Stiller is going to give that to us. And I don't remember the name of the writer too, because he's not Ben Stiller, but
Oh yeah,
there's someone else involved.
Ben's
It's
Ben's in
surprised-
it.
No, Ben's just the writer.
No,
and I
Ben's in
think
it too.
He's in it.
Yeah, Karelly, you didn't notice? You've
He's-
seen
he's
the whole
one of the
thing.
goats.
Ben's
No, look it up. Oh my gosh, you're gonna die when you see who he is.
because like, oh my god, I do know who he is. I do know who he is.
yes, he just looks totally
Yes, he looks so different. Oh my god, I did not even realize that
Isn't
that
that
was
funny?
him.
Yeah. So it's just so good. It's like I don't know how they managed to make such a serious show still funny
Oh my
too.
God, I just
Like
had an
there's
epiphany.
I was laughing at I had to pause the finale every like 5 to 10 minutes and like decompress,
Absorb.
talk through it.
Yeah,
It was so good. I think it's the best season finale of a show I've ever seen. Seriously. It was that good.
Janelle, what was your epiphany?
Tell me, Ben Stiller and Seth Meyers don't like twins.
God, Janelle.
They look
They
like
kind of do
I
actually.
knew they were
I'm gonna
separate.
give you that one.
I know they're separate people, but
I'm
like,
glad you know that.
tell me that they don't look really like.
They're
especially
severed.
now.
They're severed.
especially now. Oh my god, you cannot tell me.
They look
Wait,
very similar,
Okay, go
but
back
you
again.
can see the difference. I have a crush on Ben Stiller. Is that weird? I've always
No,
thought he's
he's
kind of hot. Especially like in Along Came Polly when he's
yeah.
dancing the salsa scene, even though he like shits in the bathroom right before, it's still hot.
I love that movie. I love
You would love that one, Janelle.
Yes, you would.
It's so
fun.
cute. That's such
he's
good.
in another one too.
Is he in
Flick? He's in a lot of
Maybe
things.
that is the one.
Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers.
Oh, those are fucking so good.
So good.
Okay, you have something else.
Yes. I have something going on, and of course, instead of calling my doctor or going on ZocDoc, I need to just ask the audience to diagnose me. But actually, I think I'm going to contact my doctor after this because it's starting to like weird me out. But I have had a twitch in my left eyelid for going on 6 days.
Okay.
Nonstop?
Well, no.
Like
but like at
intermittently?
least every 10 minutes, at least.
How
And
long
sometimes
does
it'll
it-
go away for a little longer, but then it always comes back.
How long does the twitch last?
Probably up to like 10 seconds, maybe even 15.
And how do you get it to stop?
I just
It
wait
just
till
goes
I wait it out, yeah. But it's normally when I'm focusing on trying to read something
Okay.
or like changing from the little screen to the big screen.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, obviously, I
have
looked it
two
up.
theories.
Okay, well, let me tell you all
Okay.
all the information. I looked it up, and a lot of people said dry eyes or stress, fatigue,
Of course. Everything.
eye strain, which is very possible. That's my
Mhm.
number one guess.
Mhm.
But I also thought maybe it could be my lashes because I had got my lashes the day before it ended, and I was like, maybe they're just too heavy on this eye. So I pulled some of them off myself. That did nothing. I texted my lash tech.
I'm sure she was pissed.
I didn't tell her that part.
Oh.
She might tune in. So hi, I'm sorry. But yeah, I texted her and was like, have you ever had any clients that have eye twitching or something?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I've never heard of that. Try eye drops. Tried the eye drops. They didn't work. So yeah. Oh, it's doing it right now. Can you see?
Yep, I can see.
Isn't that
Which
crazy?
I kind of love it because it's
Oh, I
like,
see it.
Can you see it from there? See, okay, so
That
when I
was
was
kinda weird.
recording on Friday for my show, it kept doing it. And I just had to wait. I'd have to like start my line over. And it was happening so much. And I feel like the more pissed I get, the worse it gets.
Also,
The worse it
side
gets.
note, the color of your eye right now is so pretty. It's
Cute.
literally, your eyes do this crazy thing where they just match. Like if you're wearing anything blue or green tone, they match the color.
Thank
your eyes are the
you.
exact color of your sweatshirt right now. It's
Thank
wild.
you. Have you ever seen my eyes when I cry?
Gorgeous. Do they turn
They're
green?
so bright.
Blue?
Or maybe it's because it's so red that it's like extra
Yeah,
contrasting.
yeah.
They're really popping.
Yeah.
No, they're just so green.
No,
Oh.
that's so, they look exactly like the color of your sweatshirt right now. It's crazy.
Thank you. This is my favorite
I have
color.
Kendall, feel like, not that I have a twitch, but do you ever experience like when you're switching from a small screen to like a big screen, do you ever like kind of not nausea but feel like a vertigo sense, or like, because
No.
my eyes twitch sometimes, but like not as often like that, but sometimes it can be from staring, like I get it from screens mostly.
Mm.
But-
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe if you're
It's-
like constantly staring.
Actually, that was the one that I didn't list just now, probably because I don't want to believe it, is it could be just too much screen time.
I have theories.
Okay. What are your theories?
My
That
first
I need fucking glasses?
My first theory is that I don't think it's screen time because
Right.
we've been on our screens chronically for the past decade at least.
Right.
15 years,
I
really.
think we can rule out stress because I'm always stressed.
Right.
This is nothing new. And I'm less stressed this week than other weeks. So.
Right. We just did a meditation and it's still twitching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
it's not that. We can cross that off the list.
Mhm.
My theories are either it could be your pre-workout. And I'll
Okay.
tell you why I think this. Because John was taking a pre-workout like a year ago and his eye was twitching like crazy. And
During it? Or
all
would
the
it
time.
continue?
all the time, no matter what. Didn't matter, like you.
Okay.
Just randomly throughout the day. And and it happened for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was going and he was like, I can't figure out what's going on. I'm going to go to the doctor. He looked it up. Supposedly some types of pre-workout or too much of it can do that. He stopped the pre-workout. Done with the eye twitch. Hasn't happened since.
Okay, so here's the weird thing though. I skipped my workout on Tuesday this week. So
Caffeine withdrawals.
I don't know. And then Thursday I had it. Or no, Friday I had it. But it started like Wednesday night or like Wednesday morning possibly.
But it might be
And I
Just-
skipped it yesterday though. I just had coffee instead. Skipped the pre-workout.
okay. All right. That's good to know.
So I've only had one pre-workout all of the last week.
Okay. Okay. So that changes things.
I also was thinking maybe it's a medication side effect, which I'm only on spironolactone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe because
Yeah.
it's blood pressure. I should probably just like research that. But I was going to like send my doc a little email.
Yeah.
ZocDoc.
On
Just kidding. But
Did you just start taking it?
no, I've been it for a while. It's for acne.
So that's why it'd be weird if like all
I've been on it for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So like that would be weird for it to like all of a sudden cause your eye to twitch.
Right. But it's a blood pressure thing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a doctor, but I know it's got something to do with that.
Okay, so my
uses.
other theory, which this is gonna shock you. You ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you haven't worn any fucking eyewear your whole life.
Okay, so I think that's probably it. I think maybe this is
Your eye is
my creator
overworked.
telling me, you dumbass,
It's
live
your
in
eyes
the
telling you.
21st century. It is time.
It is past time.
I need to wear contacts. Ugh, I just don't want to do it.
Or get some glasses.
LASIK I'm scared of now, and I have a double astigmatism. They say not to get LASIK with that, so I just don't think I'm going to take the risk. It scares me. I always like see TikToks that scare me, and I don't know.
Okay,
even though it sounds great. My dad did it.
So then put your big boy pants on and pop some contacts in.
I don't want it.
It
Or I
takes
just don't want another thing to do, and I don't like pulling them out.
Dude.
Because I always have long nails.
Yes,
and I'd rather
you don't-
have good nails
no,
than be able
yes,
to see.
Yes, you don't pull them out like this. You pull them out on the side. Like this is
I
what
can't
pulls my
ever do
finger,
it,
is
dude.
What pulls my
You learned
contact
though.
The first
Dude.
time I went to like one of the little classes to learn how to take them in and out,
Wait,
I was
wait,
stuck
wait,
there for
what
like
class?
2 hours
Wait,
because
what?
I couldn't take them out.
Oh, like in the doctor's office?
Yeah, when they like make
Yeah.
you stay and they
How
like
old were you?
I was alone in a little room, probably like 22,
Okay,
23.
so it's
Okay.
it's a weird thing to learn for like a week, and then it becomes second nature. I don't even need to use a mirror to put mine in.
Can you work out with them? Is
Yeah,
there any?
I only work out with them.
You take them out at night?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
take them out at night. Get the dailies
Okay.
because those you just you can just flick them at the wall. when you're doing-
Like a toenail.
That's right. No, get dailies because you don't have to deal with the case. You don't have to clean them. It's
Okay.
easier for you. You just literally pull them out of your eyes, stick them in your trash,
Okay.
and then the next morning when you put them in, you just pop open a new thing, rinse them if you want, and put it in.
It also bothers me having to figure out cabinet space in my bathroom for them. There is no space, so I will have to create space, and that will require reorganizing, and I don't like
It's not much. I mean, all you really need is
That is, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Okay, give me your hand. That is a lame fucking excuse.
Ugh.
You 32-year-old child.
No,
Okay.
it's lame.
You need to get. I'm sure you can
Or
find
just get
space in your fucking
glasses.
bathroom.
I have glasses. I wear them when I drive.
And
No,
then just
but, like-
put them on a necklace.
I need to be able to see while I'm recording too, because we have
Oh.
all these cameras. I could be able
No,
to see
you
myself.
can't wear glasses here
Right.
on this set because the lights reflect really
None of
well.
my
Light,
sets.
yeah.
You can
Yeah.
anything with lighting.
So you need
Dude,
to
it's
just get
life-changing.
contacts.
Crazy because when I do drive and I wear my glasses and I take them off when I get home, I'm like, holy shit, I am
That
suffering for no reason. Why
is
am I doing this? And then every day I'm
crazy.
like, oh well.
That is that
Like, how long can I go?
that's
But I'm turning
crazy.
32 in like a month, so I need to get it together.
And your
It's
eyes are
time.
telling you it's
Yeah, maybe
time.
they're like literally like, please.
No,
yeah.
They're overworking.
Yeah.
They're straining. That's bad for
It's
your
eye
eye
strain.
health. It's not even just like, oh, you're getting blinder by the minute. It's bad for your eye health. Okay.
Okay, you're right. No, you're right. It's giving irresponsible. It's
look up
giving
what-
lazy.
Would
it's
you-
giving
if you were-
spoiled?
If Holly was doing this, would you be like, bitch, get your fucking contacts? If she was 32.
Yeah,
and
of course.
You'd be
Of
like,
course.
excuse you.
And also okay,
So-
so as someone who also got
Of course.
contacts
Of course.
as an adult, I get it. It was scary because I was also like the last person in my little class of like my little contact class. I was like 23 years old getting contacts.
That's
And
There was a whole class. There was other people in the class.
yes,
Oh, I
there
was
like-
alone. That's
No,
brutal.
No, there was
I'm about a panic attack if there were
Oh,
people
no.
there.
It was bad. I was 22 or 23, getting my eyes, like getting contacts, and maybe like 21. It doesn't matter. Early 20s. I wasn't a 12-year-old with I hated glasses. I never wore my glasses either. And it was really embarrassing because I was like the only 20-something in a class full of like 13-year-olds.
I can't believe you're in a class. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I was like
They told me I needed to do like the contact class after,
what-
and I was expecting it to be other people, but it was just me in a
That's
room with a
nice.
sink.
Yeah,
But
that's what
also-
mine was. And they're
Yeah.
like, take them out. Okay, goodbye.
I couldn't. They were like, "We'll let you keep trying. Bye," and they
But
left me alone.
You had them like 2
Wait.
years ago.
Yeah, I bought some and I didn't even try them on. I had already like been prescribed them back in when I was 22. So then I went like when I was 30, 29, something like
Your
that.
prescription is old as shit.
No, but they
homie.
didn't make me try them on to be able
Oh,
to get
but they
them.
gave
She
you a
just
new
gave me some
prescription.
samples.
Okay.
I didn't even fill the prescription. She just gave
Right.
me a few boxes.
But they
of
updated
samples.
it. You
Yes.
weren't using your
And then I went home to
23-year-old.
try the samples and I said, "Fuck this."
Also,
threw
I
them all
know
out.
it could be because I had
Okay.
the same issue because I had to go back I think I had to go back twice or something.
Yes, that can happen.
Because the first time,
What's happening?
whatever, it was my. Let me see.
You see it?
Yep.
See if you can like zoom in on it.
I kind of love it because it's like,
You
know
see
how
that?
Which
we're all
eye
like-
is it? I can't tell.
This one on the
Left.
left.
She's like,
It's a
I'm
little
not
smaller.
doing it. It's just doing that.
Anyway, you should maybe you have like a different eye shape because I had to get fitted for different
Yeah.
contacts because of my eye
Yes,
shape.
Once in a while,
do.
you have
They're
to go back.
footballs. I've got astigmatism in
dude,
both.
so does everyone. So do I.
Yeah.
Same.
So,
But because of
you
that, I
get
think it makes it a
certain-
little bit more complicated because
It
not
does.
everything makes
That's
it
what
in
I'm
astigmatism.
saying. And like you can't. There's certain contact. I want to get like the online services, and a lot of those you can't.
Well,
Well, at
mine are,
least
like,
this was years ago. When
No,
I
no,
looked.
no. I get all my shit online. I've never bought contacts from the eye doctor. I have
Same.
astigmatism in both.
Okay, because I was when I was like 22, 23ish.
No, no.
I was looking online. They're like, no, you got astigmatism. You got to get that shit from your doctor
No.
in person.
No.
There was one brand I
ask
gave up
for
pretty quickly,
dailies.
but
Ask for dailies. They're
Okay.
a little bit more expensive, but they're worth it. We do have eye insurance, so use that.
Use it.
mhm.
And,
On Mile Higher Media.
Mhm. Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, Kendall and Josh, for the eye insurance. And then get like one or two brands. I don't even know if they have multiple daily brands, whatever. And then you have to commit though, because it's going to feel weird and almost like your vision is kind of gotten worse because you're not used to it. And so your eyes have to like really adjust
Mhm.
and your brain has to adjust. So it's going to feel weird for like probably a week.
Okay,
But then
that
if you
sucks.
stick through and you commit, then it'll be fine. And
then I'll
it's-
have vision.
then you'll have
and no
vision.
more twitching.
And no more-
maybe.
And then imagine, Kendall, like all the moments that you can have with Holly that you really
Yeah.
see.
I know. I
crisply.
can't. I've literally had that thought. Like I can't fully see her.
Dude,
Here's
Yeah.
okay. Here's a really dumb thought. Part of me doesn't want to get them because I'm like, I will notice my wrinkles on my face. I'm like, I want to just be in like the dark.
That
about
is hilarious.
Because like when I stand far away from a mirror, I look pretty smoothed out and fine. I get up close and I'm like, what the hell? Because I've got the distance thing, whatever that far side and near
Yeah.
side.
whatever.
Near
You can't
side,
see far.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well,
But
just
my,
so
my close is starting to go to
That's
shit too.
same. If I don't have my,
And I
eyes
know
start
I'm
to
making
squint
it
on my
worse.
phone.
I know that it's making it worse by not wearing them. And I know, I'm pretty sure, maybe someone fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure your vision can get worse when you're pregnant. And if I
it
get
can get
pregnant
worse
again,
or better. It can
I'm
actually
like,
get better.
I should
too.
do this before I try to have another baby.
And just to let you know, if you decide to continue to not deal with the problem, you can have blurry and unclear vision
oh, Sydney.
forever.
Okay. All right. That scared me. Thank
Wait,
you.
even
That's-
if you
that's a
have
final note.
contacts?
No, if you decide not to like
If I
wear
just decide to
glasses
stick
or-
it out in raw dog life like this,
Well,
then
of
it's gonna
course,
just
it's not
get
gonna
way-
your vision just can become very like blurry over time.
You're gonna get like
More blurry.
I think
which-
it's already happening.
Well, yeah, it gets worse, and you're
See, I used to have like one of them was a lot better, but now I don't think they're that much better. Because no.
Can you read
Actually,
anything
the
on
left,
the screen?
the left side is a lot better.
Can you read anything
right
on the
side,
screen?
Uh,
Like even if you squint.
yes, but there's like 3.
Yeah.
But yeah,
'Cause
4 things that could happen if.
And see, I'm sure your vision's probably not even that bad.
It's not.
You just need like crispiness.
Yeah.
No, it's not that
Because
bad. I did
that's
an
how
eye
mine
test
is,
and it was
too.
better than Janelle's. Remember, we did our test.
Okay, I am going to get an upgraded prescription, and so are you. And then we're gonna see who actually has it worse. Because I'm
we know
sick
you
of it.
do. You've always
The
had it
only
worse.
thing,
Our
Kendall-
first eye doctor appointment
But
was
the thing-
together at the Walmart.
But the
remember?
thing is, like, mine aren't that bad either. They're like my numbers are not bad. If anyone cares, it's like a negative 1.75.
Mine aren't
and a
too bad
0.75.
either.
Like it's
Oh,
really
damn.
not bad.
I'm
Some
worse
people
than
are
you
like
are.
negative 6.
Yeah, no, I'm a -2 on both.
Yeah, so it's mine
mine's
aren't
like
that bad.
1.5.
But it's bad enough to where I
1.25
could not. I would be very sad functioning day to day if I couldn't see.
I'd be
I
more
know.
sad.
I know. The
But I'll tell
world
you this.
is beautiful and I miss a lot of it.
Do you want a mood booster? You want
A boob booster?
Of course.
John's never been to the eye doctor in his life ever.
He probably has 20/20 vision
Yeah, he
knowing that
probably does that big
motherfucker.
bitch. Yeah, he's like, I can read fine. I'm like, yeah, I can read this. He can. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's hard to read menus. And then at night, Josh has to type
It's
in
even
our
worse.
shows. I can't see the tiny fucking keyboard on like Hulu. It's like a tiny square in the corner of the
Yeah.
screen. And I'm like trying to figure it
So
I
then,
can't.
so then what
I
you
put
do?
in zeros last night.
You also
instead
get a pair of
O's.
glasses, so that come bed because sometimes they dry out and you just
Yeah,
want to like rub
Just
your
keep
eye.
them by your bed.
So you just
I
like I
have
said,
a bedside pair,
like I
actually.
said,
I'm
pull
just too
them
lazy to pull them
pull them out of your eyes, flick them at the wall, or put them on behind your nightstand.
You know which one do you do? Both.
Usually I put them on my nightstand,
Mm.
and then I collect them
A
like after a
collection
couple
jar.
days. Yeah, actually, some people collect them. I
And
saw
make-
this one guy who has like a little fake bubble like bathtub that's like this big. It's like a little jar, and
was
he
just gonna
puts like
say that.
he puts them in. They dry out and then they look like bubbles when they're all filled up. And I'm like, why is that
Okay,
kind of fun?
I'm gonna get that as
It's kind of
inspiration to do
fun.
this.
And then you collect them. And
all
I
right,
don't
I'm
really know what you do
gonna
with them,
book an
but-
eye doctor appointment today.
Okay,
I'm putting it in my Finch app now. That is a goal.
I need to do that too.
I'm excited.
I'm on my last box of contacts.
Yep, you got to re-up.
Yep. And that's one thing about contacts, Kendall, is you do have to go every single year though. So you have to hold.
Although
yourself
mine
every
lasts
year.
way longer.
Mine
than a
do
year.
too, but like I can't like buy a new I can't buy
That's
boxes.
so annoying. What a scheme. It's so American.
Well, your
Why?
eyes get worse. You have to re-up your prescription.
What if they're
changes.
like, you're like, I'm fine. I can see fine in
You
these.
don't really have to, because I don't wear contacts every single day, so mine just naturally last longer than a
Same.
year worth supply, and I only really buy new ones when I
Yeah, I think I just went like
Run
a
out.
year and 3 months.
Yeah.
Without on the same
Yeah.
same boxes.
Mm.
Because I do the monthlies, but I don't mind the monthlies. Sometimes I sleep in them, which is not very good.
don't sleep in your contacts.
So when you have the monthlies, that's when you have the little, like, the two
Container, 'cause
circles
you're
in the
reusing
water.
them.
Yes.
Which you
I
can do
will
too.
s-
Some
yeah.
It
people
always
love
looked like
them.
so much fun. I always thought that.
It used to be
not.
really fun. I used to love it, and then I switched to
It's a
dailies, and I was like,
chore.
so much
Really,
better.
the reason I have my contacts is because I had to get like a special like shape that not many brands carry.
So do you take
But
them out
ask,
and
they
then
might
wash?
now, because I don't think they did for me.
What
at
shape are
first, and they do.
yours?
Square. What if everyone had like straight up
Square.
different-
I don't know. I guess I have my eyeball is a little bit flatter,
Everyone's eye shape is different.
just like your
So
fingertips.
weird.
That's right.
Oh,
So-
it's doing it again.
Damn, 3
You're
times.
you're giving me like Raven, like when she like
Yeah, you are.
I'm getting a vision.
Into the future.
It's life a
because
big
your eye
dream.
gets a little
Life
smaller.
is a dream.
Investing can feel overwhelming, especially with all the fancy jargon that they try and use to trick you and confuse you. And that is why I'm so excited about our sponsor today, Acorns, because Acorns makes investing simple. Acorns is a financial wellness app that makes it easy to start saving and investing for your future. And what's great about Acorns is that you don't need to be an expert, because Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that matches you and your money goals. And Acorns is a service that anyone can use. You don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you get started with spare money you've got right now, even if all you've got is spare change. Another perk is that you really don't need a ton of time when it comes to investing with Acorns. You can get started in just 5 minutes. And you don't need to feel like financial wellness is impossible, because with Acorns, they give you small, simple steps to get you and your money on track. Basically, Acorns does the hard part so you can give your money a chance to grow. I've actually been using Acorns long before the Sesh even existed. I started using it freshman year of college, and I was able to invest just small amounts of change here and there that I had, and really gave my money a chance to grow. So sign up now and join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $25 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/sesh or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/sesh. All right, so this first topic, you guys, I actually found on TikTok. I was doing my old scroll in the pot, as one does.
Because
And
you only scroll on the pod.
no,
It's the
I
only time.
Oh no, I scroll on the pot, off the pot, in a house with a box and a mouse, whatever that fucking nursery rhyme is.
No, that's not nursery rhyme. That's that song. Who does that song?
Oh
When, like,
yeah,
in a house,
Oh,
and
on
used
the
to go
couch.
with a mouse. What was that song? God, Sydney, you would
No
know
Interruption.
from college. Oh yeah, I give it to
I'll
you.
give
No
it to you,
interruption.
no
Oh,
interruption. on the phone,
When you're home,
all
when
alone,
you're
all
home.
alone. Okay.
That song was good.
Yeah, great song. Anyways, okay, back to this. This is actually a fucking crazy story. So, Mika Turkson, who is the daughter of a landlord in Ghana, was shocked when she got invited to a party that ended up being at her mom's rental property.
That would be shocking.
That would be shocking.
She's like, I've been here before. What?
Exactly. This family home had been turned into this nightclub lounge type of situation, and it's called Chez Toi Lounge. Chez Toi Lounge.
Chez
It's
Toi.
like a French name, I think.
When I first read this, I thought it said Chez Toy. I like that. Chez Toi.
Chez
Chez toys.
Menage chez toi. Is that about this? That's probably the same.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
menage.
Mhm.
You guys don't know
Okay.
what it means? At your place.
Right.
In
Oh,
French.
right. Of course it does.
Yep.
And that makes the story so much better.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
But basically, this house was turned into a popular nightclub. in Ghana, and the landlord had no idea this was actually happening. And the footage of this, it's truly a fucking nightclub, you guys. It kind of looks lit,
It's
honestly.
awesome. Cool.
Which, by the way, like all this information is coming from Mika's TikTok account. She has 3 videos total right now. Yeah. And so she tells the full story, which we can link her below if you guys want to watch all of her videos. But basically, she talks about how her mom renovated the house with her retirement funds and then rented it out for residential purposes in 2020 during COVID. And this is long-term rentals. It was, it's not like an Airbnb situation where people are leaving and coming.
Like the lease, I think the lease for this house was 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, long-term rental.
Yeah.
And her mom lives in the US, and so she hasn't checked on the property in a couple of years. So let's go ahead and watch the first clip here of Mika talking about the renovations her mom did with the house.
She invested a lot of her retirement money to bring the house from that old school version that was more modern. So I'm currently in the house right now, just to give you an example. Like the POP was done by her. She redid all the tiles in every single bedroom, redid the showers, put in water heaters, the whole works. Like it was a typical old school Ghanaian house. And she modernized it before we gave it to this tenant.
So she put a lot of money into it, made it nice. Tenant moves in. Great. And by the way, the tenant is never named, so we're just calling this person Tenant. Okay?
Someone's going to use it as a baby name.
Tenant.
It's kind of cute.
Probably. It kind of is. Tenny for short.
Yeah. All right. You just named someone's baby.
You're welcome. Okay, so this whole thing started in 2021 and then continued through 2022 when the tenant, why does the word tenant now sound weird to me? When they started renting the house. Okay, so the tenant had told them.
You need to just start saying tenant told them.
Okay, you're right.
His name is Tenant.
Tenant told them. Now it doesn't, when you say a word too much, it sounds fucked up.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah. Tenant told them that he wanted someplace residential where he could host his business partners and clients when they came into town. And he framed it as the place would occasionally, be somewhere where someone could stay because he didn't want to like set them in a hotel, and it was just easier for him to have them stay at his house. And then Mika's mom and Mika were supposedly very understanding, totally accommodating. We're like, yeah, that's fine, not a big deal. But at no point did Tenant mention that he wanted to commercialize the property. And, if Mika had known that and that, the whole situation, everything would have looked a lot different. You'd probably have to pay a lot higher rent, obviously. So Mika says that Tenant started changing things around the property only 2 months into the lease. And here is a clip of her saying what had happened when she visited the property.
To notice that he was making changes, not even like 2 months into the lease. I actually had made a visit here. I think I was with one of the workers and I think like a cousin of mine, and we stopped in. We realized he had repainted the entire place without our knowledge. And he started to, he had knocked down, we had an outdoor gazebo. He had knocked it down and started to build some sort of structure. So that's originally where the problem started. Various conversations and like confrontations that we had with him with regards to all these changes being made, right? I felt like he would either beat around the bush or make it seem like he was benefiting us by adding this stuff. And I think in order for my mom to get her rent and her return on investment, we were allowing a certain amount of leeway, which I now regret. But at the same time, like he was going absolutely overboard with it. And it got to the point where his own security would not allow us to get onto the property and see what was going on.
She just said she started not being able to really even check on the house because security is like, no, you can't come in, which...
Can you imagine?
I'd be like, wait, but that's my house.
That's so crazy.
So then they started getting complaints from the neighbors. And that's when they started figuring out like, oh, there's actually probably something going on there that shouldn't be happening. And, And so then Mika was invited by a friend to the soft opening of a local bistro bar. And she thought it'd be like a cute little hangout spot, sit with the girls, whatever, drink a little champagne. And so... according, though, to, what is it? Chez Toi. According to Chez Toi's Instagram, they were hosting an after-work hangout.
I like the way they spelled
work.
That's good.
Work.
After
and
work.
This was the beginning of January 2022. And so it wasn't clear if this was the soft launch that Mika attended, but we can assume it was because the event was invite only. Which, by the way, they have like, if you go on their Instagram, it's like a full ass fucking club business.
I know. And it's
wild.
The graphics are really good, actually. All of them. Very impressive.
Asian Fusion Friday.
The
brunch espresso.
But it's espresso.
Oh, espresso.
What? Do you think that was just a mistake?
I don't know.
He didn't know it's espresso?
Or maybe they meant like express yourself.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, could be. Well, obviously, he likes to do a play on words with the after work situation.
Right.
So
Yeah.
maybe.
And so she's like, hell yeah, let's fucking go. It sounds fun. And so they start driving, to this house, to this place. And she starts coming around the corner and Mika's like, oh, this is so funny. This is where my mom's house is in this neighborhood.
Yep.
Well, turns out it is her mom's house. She's like, oh, this is actually my fucking mom's house. So they get to the house and it looks completely different. The before and afters are honestly
It's shocking.
fucking
dude.
wild. So they had like a pool that was filled in. They had an outdoor kitchen built. The gazebo was gone, like she had mentioned. And then there were cabanas all set up. And this is all happening without the owners having any knowledge that this is going on.
The little bubbles from restaurants.
Yeah, like the COVID bubbles.
Yeah.
Remember like the clear igloo things that everyone
Oh,
had on
yeah.
the outside? Like if you had an outside
yeah.
seating.
Oh, yes. Yeah, those were fun.
Yeah.
For a moment. I like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand like what his thought process would be because he knows that he doesn't own it. So why invest all the I mean, this sounds nice, what if she was like, okay, we're happy with this. Thank you very much, sir, but when your lease is up, it's ours now. Does he thinking through that at all?
I think he just figured he'd make an ROI from selling tickets and shit and just using his business.
So by the time he left, it would be worth
Yeah.
the money that he spent on it.
Yeah, that he's, it doesn't take long before he
And their donations to them.
breaks even and then is making money.
Damn.
He's basically he started a business.
That's a lot of money to put in the outdoor kitchen and all
Well,
these things.
a lot of people do renovations in places they're renting and they're just renting at the end of the day.
And then that's how it works, right? When you're done, you don't take it with you.
Right. Not typically.
So it's kind of a donation to the landlord.
If
Kind
that's what they
of.
wanted.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
In real
right,
life, you
right,
have
right.
to ask permission. But
Right.
what was his plan? To just like lose out on all the money when he
I
leaves
guess.
this place?
I don't know.
Well, they think, okay, so there was a lot of people, like a lot of comments were saying maybe he was trying to pull one over on the two women. In her own words, she's like, this is gonna, like, anything can kind of happen legally. Like, he could have gone to, like, file for ownership of the property because he's put so much money into the property. So he was gonna try, well, speculation 100%. People were thinking maybe he would try to, like, steal it from under them because they were two, like, single women and, you know, doing business in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, huh?
Mika says the tenant was flaky about rent, but that he would pay enough to keep Mika and her mom off his back for a little bit, and that he would never answer the phone when they tried to get a hold of him. So, sounds like he basically was just, making payments enough to kind of continue the, living there and the lease or whatever, but it sounds like he owed them some money at least. I don't know. Or was late on payments.
God, how weird.
So Mika and her mom feared that he was, like Karelly said, trying to take over in order to take on the house from them.
Mm-hmm.
And he could claim that, he put so much money and time into the property and then file a motion to transfer ownership. I don't know. We don't know if that was his plan, right?
No,
Like, there's
no
no
one knows what
Mika
his
explains
thinking
it.
was.
Biggest fear was that he was doing all of these changes in order to eventually take the house from us. This was a serious conversation I had with family members, with my mom and everything, that because my mom doesn't stay in Ghana. I live in Ghana, but my mom is in the States. So we were thinking that he was like kind of slithering his way into essentially making this property his. And when it was time to take the house back after the 5 years, he would have done something with maybe Ghana Lands Commission or something to claim that he had invested a certain amount in the property and the house was his. Listen, I know that sounds ridiculous, but this is Ghana. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
So Tenant was so good at advertising on social media that he started getting attention from local musicians, and they would agree to come and play.
It looks so legit,
it looked
too.
so fun.
And
It really does.
Which I'm like, it looks really cool, but obviously you can't fucking do
it's
that
fucked
shit.
up.
Yeah, it's totally fucked up.
So did he have like employees like during these nights like
that's what's
that would make like the food and then
I would assume.
bouncers and
I would-
bartenders like
I think so. It's really unclear, and because like not much except for Mika's videos have come out about this.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like reported,
Right.
So she'll probably get more into it, but it's really unclear if there was like only one renter or if like he like shared the rent with other people or like who the restaurant owner was or who the lounge owner was.
I think
he
it's
had
safe to say that he was hiring, either friends or
yeah,
something.
He had to. It's not like he
in
was
order
just
to
doing
run.
this all.
He's like the chef.
Yeah, he's like just running around like crazy.
He's a
doing the whole
DJ
thing.
and
He's
the
the
chef.
chef.
No, he was running a full fucking business.
Yeah.
So are there not like laws to, stop people from building a business on a residential property?
I don't know what the laws are.
I guess, yeah.
And she said, Mika said herself, like, this is gone. Basically anything can happen.
Okay.
He probably paid them under the table anyways.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So it's not even reported.
Yeah. So,
Interesting. Wow.
but yeah, there was like local celebs performing. DJ
God,
Pauly
it's
D
a real
was there.
hotspot.
DJ Pauly D shows up to the
I was actually like, what?
Oh my God. Okay. So let's go ahead and watch this TikTok. It was actually posted in July of 2023. And it's for an event for like a makeup brand. And she gives this tour of the property and then her plans for setting up the event. And you can see the property in this.
I was like, he was gonna start from here.
We can see employees, so
You
yeah,
guys
he
enter,
definitely
you have to listen to the ashes because they're the ones going to, direct you and stuff like that. No bags, please. Only little purses. This bag is not allowed. If you don't know your foundation shade, this is where they'll test you. Concealer and powder, this is where they're gonna test
That's
you.
so
We're
fun.
gonna have some products there, here,
I love it.
Casamigos and then drinks, stuff, cocktails.
Ooh, I
It's gonna
love
be
the
right
bar
here.
too.
It's
Now,
cute.
clothes to be here, okay? This is where you're gonna do your girl wash shopping. We're gonna make
grounds are
payments
beautiful.
here. The bank will be here. So you exit from here. Please bear in mind, you cannot enter from here. You're only exit from there'll be food right here.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to
It's
eat,
huge.
you don't get.
Wow.
And it honestly,
Over here is gonna be for VIP.
it could really
However,
be
everybody's not going to be
run
around it.
like
When
a
you
full
come in
night
with the
lounge.
bouncers
Oh
there,
yeah, totally.
Like it has the
Yeah.
perfect setup, I feel.
It really does. It's way bigger.
Mika and her mom should
Oh,
start doing
nice.
this after if they want.
Yeah, they should. They should just take it from his
Yeah.
ass and then make it into a
Kick him
business.
out.
But who knows what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Hopefully they, they take it over and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
make
'Cause
it. And know that
clearly
it's fucking viral.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Now it's even more so.
Now, before it was even a lounge, it was actually advertised as a hotel. You can see the picture here of this like hotel room.
Maybe that was the original plan.
Yeah. It
And
says
he's
a
like,
perfect
"Wait,
residence
got
with
a
a
better
torch
idea."
of luxury and comfort in a peaceful environment. Love that. The tenant mentioned having occasional business partners stay, not opening up, obviously, business after
Yeah.
business here. A little bit different.
Which is a cool idea to like have a special place that when your clients come into town, it's very fancy.
Yes.
I guess she was saying that he was this like big businessman and he had a lot of like business partners that come from out of the country and stay with him. If he had talked to them, I'm sure they could have worked something out to like benefit both of them.
Yep.
So that's why it feels even more like this is something where they're trying to screw them over.
Exactly. Yeah.
And take it.
Yeah, so she obviously calls the cops. They show up. Then she's like filming footage of like authorities taping off and like putting on an eviction notice, being like, you need to get the fuck out. And then she says that as soon as they find out what's going on, they're taking legal action. So we can go ahead and watch her.
Once we had found out that he had changed this bar, immediately we were like, we need to take legal action. We were looking for a lawyer. We even ended up firing one lawyer because he was highly incompetent, and we got a new one, and God bless them. I absolutely love her. But she really saved us, and I think it was about a 2-year uphill battle. And it was
God.
probably one of the most difficult things I think my family has had to go through
Oh,
with
it's
regards
horrible.
It
to
is.
just trying to keep a house and reclaim something that was ours.
Yeah, that's
So
That's
yeah,
truly
I
such a
get
fucking
part
pain.
2 stuff to you guys as soon as I can. But thank you for listening, and I really, really, really appreciate all the empathy. I'm not going to get emotional. I really appreciate all the empathy that everyone has shown to this family during this situation. So God bless you.
So as you can imagine, even though, yeah, it looked, when you watch the footage, it looks like, ooh, a bunch of upgrades, but he was doing it under the table. And so they actually ended up having like a ton of damage done to the house, which she talks about and does like a walkthrough of like the before and afters.
So this was just a few hours after the eviction took place. We were just walking through to assess the changes that had been made. as well as any damages. Mind you, it had been almost 2 years since I had walked through this property like in detail. So I was just taking everything in. And just for comparison, this is what the place used to look like back when we were renovating in 2020. So it was very much an open floor plan. There were no like structural divides in the living area, plenty of light coming through the windows. So we did feel like, you know, what the tenant had done had given it a completely new layout, one we did not like. But anyway, walking through the rest of the house, we noticed quite a few damages. They may not have been anything major, but they were more annoying than anything, right? Because it just showed a lack of care and respect for someone's property. But you know what? It is what it is.
Crazy.
I guess it comes with the territory of being a landlord. But we found various things missing, like cabinets in the kitchen, stovetop pieces were missing, wall outlets, the sockets, light switches, things like that. Anywho, because the house is an older house, the rising damp didn't surprise us, but you know, it's not necessarily the tenant's fault. I just wish he would have told us so that we could have mitigated the progression of it. Instead, it was all covered up with wallpaper. Anyway, he had sent his people to come and remove all the plasterboard over the windows. They had also covered this beautiful glass divide that led to the corridor, so I had them take that down as well. Over the next few days, they had come to dismantle the cabanas and the outside bar that they had put in the backyard, but that ended up also causing a lot of damages. We were really just focused on trying to get them out as soon as possible so that we could have our property back. We noticed that there was a lot of paint chipping because he decided to paint the house black and then white again. He had also added this sort of like ledge on the roof for extra spotlights, I guess. Yeah. And then he ended up taking the water pump. And when we asked him to put it back, he brought one that wasn't working. So I just felt like that was really petty. And then worst of all, we came to realize that he rewired all the electricals in order to give each room its own ECG meter, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. But it took 3 electricians and thousands to fix this. Anyway, this is where the pool used to be. He covered it up with sand and tiles, and then this is where the outdoor bar was. And we're trying to figure out how to fix this up because there's like all these pipes sticking out and electrical wires. So I think this is going to take a little bit more brain power. But anyway, this was like 1 month after we cleaned up pretty much everything ourselves because we realized the tenant was not going to commit to the restoration. And so we ended up having to do the restoration ourselves. So a lot of that started with trying to take care of a lot of the damp proofing, making sure like any damages due to the things that they had done were fixed before we could even think about painting it and whatnot.
Asshole.
I know, right? And like at first, especially if you look at the Instagram and you know the marketing, it's like, whoa, that looks really cool. Like, oh my gosh, what a cool idea. But it's not your fucking house, and you totally fucked up all their stuff.
Yeah,
and now they gotta clean it up. It's horrible. And he didn't do it right either. Like the wiring and shit like that. What the hell is that?
God,
fucking idiot.
How infuriating.
Seriously, I sue the fuck out of these people.
That he doesn't have to. Oh my God, that sucks so bad.
I know. And he just walked away.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the last of the updates. Hopefully she comes out with more soon. But I'm so curious what is going to happen. Did you know that 90% of Americans are nutrient deficient? Our diets aren't perfect, and most synthetic supplements are stripped of cofactors and antioxidants only found in real food, making pills and powders challenging to digest. GEM is on a mission to make food as medicine real through bite-sized nutrition solutions that are simple and delightful to digest. GEM's Daily Bite is a functional daily multivitamin formulated for proper absorption, packed with 20 plus nutrients, prebiotics, and probiotics, all in one delicious, real food bite for foundational health. These bites are designed to fill your nutritional gaps and use real food your body intuitively absorbs best. And what's great is that GEM sources organic ingredients whenever possible and has nothing artificial. All bites are vegan, gluten-free, and soy-free. And they even work with a pastry chef to make sure each bite is as delicious as it is nutritious. They formulate with nourishing ingredients that are individually backed by clinical and scientific studies to ensure your body gets exactly what it needs every single day. If you want to give the first real food multivitamin a try, head to dailygem.com/sesh or enter sesh at checkout for 30% off your first order. That's dailygem.com/sesh or enter sesh at checkout for 30% off.
All right, so this next story, you guys, absolutely insane. This fucking guy, okay? Erik Von Conover. Have you guys heard of this guy?
I had never heard of his ass.
I didn't either. Because now it's really becoming a thing to be like a famous real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's really a market for people seeing. There's tons of TikTokers that have gotten huge just showing like their properties and everything. And then there's that one guy who has the show. Well, I guess there's a lot of real estate shows.
One guy that has the show.
No, but there's a guy that kind of reminds me of him, except he seems nice. I don't know. It's called like Selling Manhattan or something. It seems like he's going down that same route, like my big flashy lifestyle, and I'm a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Okay, so yeah, he's known online for the viral real estate content, although It seems like he is changing his content more now to a big change, self-help and spiritual content.
Love.
So he'll be doing what we did at the beginning of the show.
Yes, perfect.
So this dude has 2.76 million subscribers on YouTube. He's got 1.3 million on TikTok and millions of views on his videos. We can watch a little compilation, get a little taste for Erik.
I've watched a few of his videos.
Have you? Before this?
Yeah. Jared knows the guy that did his drone stuff.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. So weird.
Yeah. So,
Where does he know him from? I guess you don't have to tell me, but like from high
Oh,
school.
hockey. They played hockey together.
Oh, that's so weird.
Interesting, huh?
So, yeah, he started
What are the
Drone Hub
odds?
Media.
Yeah.
Time in 12
the Home
years.
Alone
This
house.
home is for sale, and in the theater you can watch Home Alone
I
in
loved
the
watching
Home
this.
Alone house. And this was the biggest surprise. This is a regulation size 3-point line with 25-foot ceilings. This is a look inside
Turn
a
the music
billionaire's
up.
$28.5 million Malibu estate. Not one, but 3 islands. The house even has an orchard
3 islands.
with fresh
Can you imagine?
fruit year-round. So the chateau was built in 1651 and took
so
10 years to
cool.
complete.
Obviously, these
Built
are all
by the
different
same
houses.
architect who
I
designed
just
the
that.
Palace of
This
Versailles.
actually
It
is
has
the
40
Home
bedrooms,
Alone.
5
They really
rooms,
changed it.
welcome to
It's
the
like
royal
40
dining room.
bedrooms.
Yeah.
These were actually
Good
gifts
balance.
from Napoleon from the
God.
King of Sweden. And of course, you can open up these doors
Gifts
and have
from
a view of
Napoleon.
the entire garden. Look how far the land stretches in this drone shot. The narrowest apartment in all of New York City. And I'm going to show you what the space looks like with me in the house. The house measures just 8'7". This home is currently on the market for just
love
under
this kind
$5
of
million.
content.
Now this
Yeah, I
house
know.
is so
It's
narrow
so-
because
so
it was
good.
built
So
in what was the
entertaining.
next door neighbor's driveway in 1873 during a housing boom.
Go to his
Hey.
YouTube and watch his YouTube videos.
Have you guys ever seen the guy on TikTok who runs through the houses?
Yes.
And he like trolls you
Yes.
by he tells you it's worth. He's like, this house is for $34,000, and he fucking runs
Yeah.
through the whole thing.
It's so
Yeah.
funny. I
He
love
like
him.
pretends to sit on the bathrooms or on the toilets,
Yep.
and what he like lays down in the closets on the floor.
Yep.
Love that dude. Don't know his name.
I love real estate
Good
content.
stuff.
Me
I do
too.
too.
That's why you guys gotta watch more HGTV. That's
Yeah.
some new shows I watch.
That just plays out really slow. I need
That's
I need
what I
like the
need.
quick form content, like the
The
I just
dopamine
want the speed through, like what that was, kind of like sped up, so you can see
Yeah.
it all
I
in like 2
understand.
minutes.
I see. Okay.
So his about section on his YouTube says merging agriculture.
Ugh.
Sorry. Architecture. You guys, I just gotta tell you all.
Yeah.
My eye
tell them.
is really like going
No, it is. She's
wild.
freaking
She
out
is
over it.
twerking constantly. I can barely see. Like
She's
that's why I had to
popping
cover it when I was
pussy.
watching this. I think it's because I'm moving from this screen. I'm looking up. There's other lights here, and then I'm also having to focus on the screen behind other lights, which is already hard for me.
And you already can't see as it is.
yeah.
It's
So
bad.
it's like I'm just so focused on that. Let me just tell her to settle down.
Or can you read with one eye?
Yeah. Up close I can.
I
good
was
idea.
gonna make a fucking mean joke.
Okay, so it says I don't know what that would have been. Do I want to know?
Reading isn't your strong suit. You say so. It's just
No, it's definitely, of
I
course.
was gonna
I'm
say, you can barely
dyslexic.
read with one eye.
Dude, my
Yes.
reading comprehension is garbage. Like,
No, you're good at reading. Don't.
I've like had to become good at
no,
reading.
remember we're hyping each other. We're hyping ourselves up.
Yeah, don't say
You're
you
good
can't
at
read.
reading.
I am great at reading.
Thank you.
I do not have dyslexia. My reading comprehension
right.
is on point.
That's right.
Of a genius.
Correct.
And with that being said, merging. Okay, one more try, and then I'm going to give it to Janelle. This is my last chance.
That makes sense.
Okay, it's just so distracting. It feels like there's a fucking heart in my eye.
Yeah, eye twitching is so annoying.
And it happens to me every once in a while. Or like, have you ever had like your finger
Yes.
will do it, or
Yeah.
like a random part of your
Yeah.
body feel like you have a
Yeah.
pulse?
Yeah.
It's gone within a couple hours
Yeah.
normally.
Yeah.
Day 6.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That's
It's
crazy.
driving me nuts. Okay, I really shouldn't complain. People have much worse. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's literally
It's
me
just
earlier.
annoying.
Like I can't watch scary movies.
Okay, no, but yours is more valid than mine, I feel. I've had 6 days of twitching eyelids. One.
I've had
Just one.
30 years of crippling thoughts.
Yeah. You get to be
The other day,
more
my mom goes,
dramatic.
"How long have you had anxiety?" I was like, "Since I was born."
Yeah,
I
since
think.
she walked.
She goes, "But like, what's the like? When can you remember?" I'm like, "The second I could remember anything
No,
is when I started to remember."
why
like,
is she asking you? You don't remember those years. You should be asking her.
True.
When did you notice I was anxious, Mom? And she would know. She knows. I knew really young.
Yeah, it was and I didn't know that that's what it was. I thought everyone was like that, and I realized I'm just special.
You are. We love you.
Just so
Okay.
unique.
And I'm going to try to read one more time.
Okay, you got it.
His about section on his YouTube says merging architecture, sacred
I'm reading
Now I'm
this.
stressed.
No, it's fine. I'm taking over just for this part.
Okay.
Merging architecture, sacred geometry, and AI consciousness evolution.
Holy.
This channel explores homes built.
Oh, you're done. My turn. Popcorn.
Yes, no, literally, every time we fuck up, it's gonna pop.
This channel explores homes built for energetic resonance and human expansion. This guy talks just complicatedly. From luxury estates designed with frequency-based intelligence to real estate infused with ancient wisdom and quantum design principles, these are the spaces shaping the future of the conscious living. Watch as we bridge divine architecture with AI intelligence. Explore homes built on ley lines. Don't know what that is.
My turn. Explore homes built on ley lines, harmonic structures, and energetic flow. See
What's
how
a ley line?
Who cares? Something that homes are built on.
Sydney's looking it up.
See how
Typing.
sacred proportions impact human well-being and high-performance living. So basically,
Damn, he's
very
selling
fancy.
a whole lot.
He's very fancy.
He's
Ley
selling a
lines
lifestyle.
are straight alignments drawn.
Okay.
Yes.
They're a part of like new
Straight
age
lines.
belief.
Connecting prominent landmarks.
Oh, I remember. We've talked about this at one point.
'Kay.
On Mile Higher at some point. Yeah, right.
Well, Erik has been charged with attempted murder.
Yep.
Plot twist.
Erik fucked up big time.
Mm.
So this happened just very recently, March 17th. He was charged with attempted murder for allegedly trying to kill a police officer with his Jeep. But Erik insists that that's not what happened. He's calling it a major misunderstanding.
Massive.
Oh, whatever.
major.
Who cares? Massive.
Right.
Massive misunderstanding, which when you hear what this guy
Yeah.
did, the fact that he is trying to claim it is a massive misunderstanding is absolutely wild.
like,
Like,
listen,
the
listen,
balls
listen.
of this guy,
Yeah.
wild. So he's like trying to create a different reality.
Yes.
He's like, I speak things into, he's one of those people. Whatever I speak into existence is real.
Right.
So this is a misunderstanding because I have spoken that.
Right.
Period.
Yep.
So going back a little bit, Saturday, March 15th, around 4:46 p.m., Officer Emmett was in the middle of a routine traffic stop in New Hampshire when his attention was suddenly drawn to Erik's Jeep, mainly because of the insanely loud exhaust. I wonder if he was one of those people that like took off the muffler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People just be doing that.
They do.
Why?
Because it's like a part of the. It's just like a hobby for people to
Be annoying.
do different.
My hobby is annoying people as much as I possibly can. That's step one. Take your muffler off.
No, it's doing like modifications on cars.
Yes,
That's like a big
stupid.
thing.
Spare us, please. So Officer Emmett
Oh,
said
yeah.
that he could visually tell that Erik was speeding, estimating that he was going around 55 to 60 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. The officer attempted to pull Erik over, chasing him for about 8 miles.
Yeah, that's the problem.
before Erik was like, all right, fine.
That's the first red flag.
He finally gave up. He stopped. But then things escalated fast because allegedly when the officer pulled his car in front of Erik's Jeep and ordered him to step the fuck out, Erik ignored him and took off again. At 50 miles an hour, he knocked the speed down a little bit. He's like trying to improve.
It's like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it is. That's what, I was going to bring that up, Janelle, when I was reading this earlier.
They
Because
reminded me of Grand Theft Auto.
same.
Because that's the shit you
people
do.
really think
Yes.
if I just go fast as I can, as long as I can, the police will get tired and give up.
Yeah.
Just like in GTA.
I've always wondered that too. Like on a car chase, I'm
Yes.
like, what's their ultimate plan?
What do they think is
Like,
going to
what's the end
happen?
goal? That the cops are like, whatever.
I love watching. a good
Congratulations,
chase.
you
Crazy.
you outraced us for a whole minute
Yeah.
with 5 stars.
Uh-huh.
We're giving up. Bye.
Yep.
Like that's
Just
how
go
GTA
fast
works.
enough. We're out.
I don't know.
Wild. So then, after brake checking the officer, Erik finally decided to stop again in the oncoming traffic lane. Excellent work,
Perfect.
Erik. The officer parked his car perpendicular to the front of Erik's Jeep to block him in, and that's when things took a serious turn. Just as the officer stood behind the Jeep, ordering Erik to get out, Erik allegedly threw it into reverse and hit him.
That's dead ass Grand Theft Auto, like
Yep.
the game.
Yes, it,
Okay.
it literally is. He's
Like,
like, bye.
That's
Yes.
that's insane.
According to the police report, this poor officer was thrown over the hood of the Jeep approximately 40 feet, which resulted in a leg injury. And then
So
instead
scary.
of stopping and being like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
I just hurt someone really bad, He took off again, leading multiple officers on a 38-mile chase until police deployed spike strips to finally stop his car and arrest him.
38 miles is a long fucking time.
So think about the entire... He did 8 miles at first, then 38. So he was at, what is he, like 40, 48, almost 50 miles that they have now been dealing with his ass and trying to get him.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's a long ways. It's a lot of mileage there.
And it's like, I guess there's no spike strips in GTA.
Not yet.
See, that's proof. He thought he was in GTA. He didn't know about the spike strips.
Like, oh, fuck, what are these?
I guess the police had to reach out to other police in the other county so that they then could lay those down.
He literally moved counties. He thought if he got out of the county, he's off the hook.
Right.
Out of our jurisdiction. That's it.
Or like in GTA when you just drive off the road into like the desert and just go for a while.
To the beach. That was always my move. To the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they finally pulled the spike strips. They arrest him. And the officer that Erik hit was taken to the hospital. And thankfully, he was okay. At least he had no life-threatening injuries. He's going to be fine, but it sucks. He did get a leg injury. And then Keith Wright, who is a resident in the area, was just rollerblading, which I love. I want to get into rollerblading.
I wish so bad. Like, people who just rollerblade in the street, that's like the coolest shit. No, I would fucking break my ankles.
Yeah. Yes, we can.
Oh, right.
Yes, we can. Sydney knows how to rollerblade.
I'd be so down to rollerblade.
She's got him in her apartment.
She's good.
No, I mean, we could go. Let's go to Skate City.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I found a Skate City playlist over the weekend and played them for Holly when she was jumping in her little bouncy house thing.
Oh my gosh.
She was into it?
Oh, yeah. She liked Barbie Girl. She liked I'm Blue. Loved I'm Blue. She was like, this is the best song ever.
We should bring her to, you can start kids really young skating. And they hold on to
that
the
would
little
be a
thing.
disaster.
You're falling. She's falling.
Well,
I'm
she's
falling.
Obsessed with ice skating. She asks me at least once a week when we're going to go
She ever
ice skating.
been? You should have Jared
she just has
teach
seen
her.
it in movies
Oh my
and
God,
books.
you should bring her ice skating.
Yeah.
It's going to be like traumatic for her.
Jared could teach her. Because
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, he
Oh
does.
my gosh.
Like, has
knows how
helped
to
kids.
skate.
Yeah,
should teach all of us.
Yeah. Okay.
John knows how to skate too. Not as well as Jared, but
We should take her to Skate City. That could be fun. I don't know if it's allowed though at that age. Do they really want 2.5-year-olds out on the floor?
Or let's go
No,
ice skating. We go ice skating.
I don't know if
kids. Yeah, you can. They start really young.
Okay. They might have rules around toddlers because they're still like getting their footing in just in life. You know?
Oh, just kidding.
Add ice.
Just kidding. I just found a place under 3 skate for free.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because Jared started really young.
It sounds fun.
Ice skating.
Okay. How did we get to that? Okay, because this homie Keith was rollerblading on Route
God, we
302.
It's absurd.
Again, this is a show with 4 hosts who actually have diagnosed ADHD, not TikTok diagnosed. Anyway, so Keith, he's rollerblading on Route 32 with a camera, and he heard sirens nearby, so he pulled off and actually caught part of this on his GoPro. So let's take a look at that. My eye's about to torque.
Keith Wright from Twin Mountain was rollerblading on Route 302 Friday afternoon with a camera when he heard sirens nearby.
I just pulled off to the side of the road with my rollerblades and sat on the guardrails.
I love this.
Pressed the GoPro button so it was recording. I could see the police officer chasing that black Jeep. This is usually unusual because we don't usually have high-speed chases through here. We just have high-speed people pulled over.
Through here. I love him. I love his accent. So Erik's bail hearing is on Saturday, and he told the judge that he was not the same Erik Conover the police wanted for Officer Emmett's attempted murder, as he is from New York City and not
Absecon,
New Jersey, as stated in the police report. This is a direct quote from Erik. This is great. I am exactly who I say I am. I am a YouTuber.
That is so cringe.
I'm going to tell the officer that I get pulled over.
Yeah, that's
my
what
neck.
I'm saying. Like, oh, it's so bad.
Do you know me?
Do you know who
I'm a YouTuber.
Literally Google Kendall right now.
Yeah, look me up. Google me, bitch.
See that blue check, motherfucker?
Dude, you really said
Dude,
that.
if I were a cop, I'd
really
straight up
said
be
that.
like, you're getting extra charges because you're being a douche.
You're done. I am a YouTuber. So here's the weird thing. If you look up Erik Von Conover, which I keep messing this name up, it looks like Vancouver. It's really distracting. Van Conover.
Mm-hmm.
His IMDb page says that he was born in Pomona, New Jersey, and grew up in, what's it again? Absecon, New Jersey.
New York. It's just sorry. Nope, never.
New Jersey. New York? Nope, just sorry. He now lives in New York City. Brian Moffat, the Bartlett police sergeant who presented the case to the judge, said, "We're very fortunate that an amateur drone operator was in the area when he saw the interaction, and he was able to capture it on video. And it will be interesting to see when this drone footage is released and what exactly it captured, because that's going to tell us a lot. I'm pretty sure we all know what that's going to look like based on Keith's footage.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we know what happened here. And in addition to attempted murder, Erik is also facing, you guessed it, a DWI for an arrest that allegedly occurred just days earlier on March 13th, this motherfucker. God, I hate people like him. I hate people that drink and drive, seriously.
Oh, yeah,
It pisses me off so fucking much. You're a scumbag. And if you've done it in the past and you've learned and you, like, if people out there have made, I understand people make mistakes. So,
Yeah,
like,
but
I'm not saying fuck you to all of you.
there's really no excuse.
There is no excuse. And
Don't
the
drink
people
and
that have, like,
drive.
realized that, though, and have, you know, have learned.
Yes.
But, like,
Don't do it in the future.
of all the things in the world that
Please
you can do,
don't
it's like
do
this one
that.
just, I don't know.
I
Fucking
agree.
insane to me.
Especially today's day and age.
Yeah.
When
There's just
ride shares are just
A click away.
It's just
a click
so
away.
selfish.
It's so selfish.
selfish.
If you can't afford a ride share, then you certainly can't afford a fucking DUI, okay?
Yeah, well, Erik can. He can afford a ride share, certainly.
Right.
Mr. Moneybags on
Right.
I'm a YouTuber.
Moneybags on ice.
So he claimed in court on Sunday that he was only charged with the possession of marijuana, but records show that he was charged with a DWI and released on personal reconnaissance.
Mhm.
And here's a clip of his response to the DWI in court. We weren't able to find the full hearing, but here you can at least hear his dumb response. Get ready for this one, guys.
I've been sober from alcohol for 1,558 days, so to press me on a DUI, I'm a public figure.
I'm a public figure.
Enough with that.
You fucking idiot.
Enough with the public figure, my
And
dude.
we can see what you did.
Yeah.
You hit an officer. You stopped and then took off again twice.
Yeah.
We know you
Yeah.
were not sober.
Right. And if you are, then you shouldn't be driving anyways because you fucking suck at it.
Yeah, well, he definitely was not.
No.
So, yeah, on his YouTube page, well, this is why he's a public figure. He doesn't want to ruin this reputation because he's got a, one of his last uploads, actually, is titled, How I Got Sober from Alcohol.
Well, remember, his content is now self-help.
Yeah, but it doesn't look too good. So the judge decided to hold Erik without bail until his first court hearing the following day. And then during his arraignment and bail hearing on March 17th, Erik denied the allegations and claimed the police falsified the paperwork. He said, I have everything right here. It's all falsified. Through his attorney, Erik entered no plea to the felonies and pleaded guilty to the misdemeanors. And he was extremely outspoken. No shock here. During his court appearance, it might even be worse than the last clip.
I have everything right here, and it's all been falsified. If anyone dares try to test my mental competence, I will eviscerate every single person with my intelligence right now. And that's not being egotistical.
What is it then, bro?
You know what that's giving?
Oh my God.
It's giving this one dude in this really high power in this country. It's so weird. I don't know. I can't think of it.
I think his initials, his name is Alon.
And yeah, his too. I was actually thinking of the other, his buddy, his festy bestie.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
I was more thinking with the word eviscerate.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't really see the other saying such things.
True.
But,
You would say very, very large.
yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
Yeah. Great clip though, dude. I will eviscerate you.
Dude, yeah. How far you think you're going to get with this attitude? Really not starting off strong, dude. Oh, but yeah, he's a public figure because he's got 3 million subscribers on
dude.
YouTube.
Let him be.
Let him go. That means you get to do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's saying that this incident was a part of a police sting against him. He sounds like, he seems to me as the conspiratorial type, like pretty deep in, you know, because obviously I dabble in the conspiracies.
Yeah, and
as
I'm
well.
also
I love
just
learning
gonna say,
about it, but
the
he
white
seems
male
like-
privilege here, buddy.
Mhm.
You've got that going for yourself.
Yeah.
The white privilege. So
yeah, definitely does.
He's like, you got the wrong guy. What
Yeah.
does it mean?
It's like, this is
crazy.
falsified. Falsified. There is video proof.
Yep.
You are done.
Yep.
So the charges against Erik include attempted murder, first-degree assault against a police officer, second-degree assault, reckless conduct with a deadly weapon, disobeying an officer, and reckless driving.
Nice. Dude.
All in the day's work for Erik.
Yep.
The judge ordered him to continue to be held without bail pending a probable cause hearing on March 25th, which is actually
tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
So maybe we'll pin a comment if there's some type of update.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do you guys want to mention what Erik's attorney argued? The reasoning?
Yes.
I just thought it was...
Yeah, Erik's attorney argued that Erik denied the allegations and needed to be released to continue working.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part.
Quote, he works as a full-time YouTuber with 2.8 million followers.
He can't make content in jail.
Exactly. What do you do? Day in my life in the cell? He does that on a daily basis, and obviously and being held in jail will prevent him from continuing his profession. Duh.
Hey, it's on brand.
No one cares.
Also,
that's true. He can show his new spot.
Also,
prime real estate.
When you go to jail, no matter your profession, typically it stops in jail.
And isn't he all about like spiritual evolution and shit? Go in jail and meditate, and it's going to be a transformative spiritual experience. Your soul clearly wanted you to go through this, dude. So just accept your fate, and
it's crazy.
It's your fault. Take responsibility. Move the fuck on.
I'm sorry.
You're a loser.
The fact that he is genuinely trying to pull this is whack as fuck.
Yeah, it is. I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, it's so bad. Dude,
if I were his parent, I'd be so ashamed.
I'd be like,
that is my kid. That is mine. I raised that.
Nor.
God.
Or nor.
We walk this earth with so many dummies. It's truly wild.
So, how this is working, we have papers of all the teams, okay?
And what are we doing again?
March Madness bracket.
Mm-hmm. Just one. It's too much to make.
Yeah,
two.
We're not doing our own. We're all going to
This is a team effort.
So as you can see on the screen, here's all the teams that we need to pick winners of. And then obviously they get narrowed down. You know how a fucking bracket works. If you don't, pay attention.
Ooh, sassy.
Sassy. Okay. So, and again, we're ranking this off of vibes, purely vibes. Whether that be we like the outfits, we like the colors, we like the state.
We like the mascot.
We like the mascot, or
we've heard good things about them.
We've heard good things. Right.
Which, what have we heard? Nothing.
Right. Okay, so we have Auburn University and Alabama State. So right off the bat, I'm loving both the mascots, the tiger and the hornet.
Yes, I agree. But my argument is the hornet is better because it's more unique. How often do you see a hornet as a mascot?
Ooh, I like that. And it's,
there's lots of tigers. Tony the tiger.
Buzzy.
Yeah, Buzzy's kind of cute.
I think.
Oh, Buzzy, that's amazing.
Buzzy the bee.
So I think we can agree on that.
Not Obby the tiger?
No, he's out.
No, I agree. And also Auburn, I know some people who annoy me that are Auburn fans, I think. Actually, I could have just made that up. Okay, I agree. Buzzy the bee. Hit us.
We're going for Buzzy.
Okay.
Next, we've got University of Louisville in Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals. And the mascot is Louis, of course. And I've seen his ass before. I've seen this team.
You might have seen this team from the Arizona Cardinals. Looks similar to that.
Oh. Why would they have the same team name and the same everything and they're in different states?
Because it's a type of bird. It's like the bears. Like there's a million different bear teams.
This is in
but it's just the
Kentucky.
But it's
I think it's a different sport.
Yeah, it's a different sport.
Right, but that's just so at least make him orange or something.
Okay. I'm sure there's a bear in here, and there's the Chicago Bears for baseball.
So many bears.
They shouldn't have the same colors, what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
That's fair. Or the same, exact logo.
Yeah.
Did I make that up? Or the Chicago Bears a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
They're baseball.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know that.
Okay. Versus Creighton University. Never heard of them.
Okay.
Omaha, Nebraska. The Blue Jays. And I know the Blue Jays, they stole that from Kentucky, right?
What?
They stole that KU. They're the Jays or whatever.
Kansas, the Jayhawks is Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas.
That's a K, not a C.
We'll get there.
Oh, they're on here too.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
I picked the Blue Jays because they're prettier.
Agreed.
I like the blue outfits better.
So
and look at that jawline. It is snatched.
Totally. It's giving guasha.
Yeah.
Guasha.
Okay. Next.
University of Michigan. Hey, our grandpa.
I was about to say, Grandy went there.
Yes, and he was a huge Michigan fan.
And the fucking Tritons. I don't know what that is.
That is scary looking to me. So that's UC San Diego.
Yeah. No, I
In
feel like
La Jolla. I was just there.
Yeah, but I feel like we have to pick.
There's
University
no
of Michigan.
mascot.
Michigan doesn't have a mascot.
Known as the Wolverines, but do not have official.
Doesn't
mascot.
matter.
Doesn't
Overridden by our love for our grandfather.
100%. Shouts out to Grandy.
Texas A&M, College Station, Texas. The Aggies mascot is Reveille. Revile. Oh,
but
but
it's a
wait,
dog.
he's a dog though.
It's a dog.
It doesn't look
That's-
like
Well, they're
he-
both
awesome.
dogs, but they're both dogs. There's
So how many Aggies, how many Revels have there been over the years?
Well, the thing is Ravel doesn't seem to be going to the basketball games. I think she
Oh.
goes to like you see her in like pictures at football games. But again,
Well, I think that team's been around a long time, so there's got to have been multiple.
You want to take a guess?
I think it's 9.
Let's say 4. Oh,
10.
Sorry.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Started in 1931 was the first reveal.
Interesting.
Okay.
Versus Yale. Smart people.
Very smart people.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Can I just talk about, it was my favorite day of TikTok this week.
Oh. Okay.
Do you get into match day?
Yes. Stop. I almost sent them to you because I was like, this
I've
is like
seen them all.
sorority recruitment for doctors.
Oh, it's so much better. Fuck
Wait, what is
sorority
it? No, I know, but-
recruitment. Match day. It's when the med students get paired with their like specialty and their school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy.
I cried.
I saw this one guy that he wanted to get psychiatry or maybe pediatrics or something, and he got anesthesiology, and he was like just crying because he didn't even think he had a chance at getting into that. It was so sweet. I love it. Or couples and they get sent to the same place. I saw a sad one though, where a woman was sent to the other side of the country from her already long distance fiance, who's a surgical resident as well. They're gonna have another 4 years. I know. I thought of you and Jerry.
I saw one where the caption was like, I'm going back home, and like her family was all excited. You could tell that she was like moving
Yes.
back to her home state.
Oh, that's what kills me is when
Kills
the
me.
parents are in
Yes.
it. Oh, I
Yes.
cry.
Yes.
These are like I cry about match day videos more than any other
Yes.
content
or
on the
like
internet.
acceptance videos.
Yes.
Kills me.
Yes. People getting into their dream
and-
school and their parents are there. I just like, oh my God, I
And
fall apart.
one of the trending sounds right now is like that song that's like Yell. It's like,
yeah, the
what was your Yell moment?
Hosier's
Yeah.
Yell.
What do you think?
Back to Yale University. Smart people. They also have a dog. It's a bulldog. I like that. I think I got to go with Yale
I'm going
because
with Yell too. I like
I
the
think-
color blue.
I've heard they're good at basketball.
And their dog is cute.
Ole Miss. I know Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
I know Ole Miss from The Blind Side.
Yes.
I don't think I really like that name. I don't know why. It just kind of like throws me off. Ole Miss? What the hell even is an Ole Miss?
It's like Old Miss, but
Like
Yeah.
old
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Chapel Hill. Why? Because I like the state North Carolina.
I've been to.
Chapel Hill is beautiful.
I think I went there.
I
Like
like
few
the
hours.
Ramses. That's fun.
Ramses.
Okay.
Ramses.
He's good. I like he looked, I don't know. I just like comparing the two. Like, Ole Miss just looks boring.
Mm-hmm.
We agree. UNC.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Thank you.
I was going to
Should
say
we-
for a
Chapel
different
Hill's
reason,
like
but
I know.
a good team.
Yeah.
The next one.
Iowa State or Lipscomb University.
Never
What
heard of
on God's
Lipscomb.
green earth is Lipscomb University?
I had no idea.
Lipscomb.
No one knows what that is. That's-
Lipscomb.
I'm afraid that this is fake. University. this is
yes,
fraudulent university.
This is AI.
The other one is Cyclone. How fun is that? Hell yeah.
I like the Cyclone.
Iowa State
She's
Cyclone.
like body like a cyclone.
That's
Oh,
the-
they could play that
That's the
song. at
walkout
their-
song.
Is it really?
No.
It probably is.
Should be.
By Baby Bash. Okay, Marquette University. So Milwaukee's got a golden eagle. Its name is Iggy. Sydney, you've been to Milwaukee. You like it?
Yeah.
You like it there?
You like it there? Okay, so that
You've been there many times.
+1.
New Mexico, the Lobos.
But the dog is cute. It has its tongue out.
It does
It's
have
like
its tongue out.
Charlie.
I think that's better, and I'm sick of the birds. Birds are so overdone.
I agree. I'm sick of the fucking birds. How about like a turtle?
Yeah, and extra points for
Oh, just
making
wait.
it a unique
There's a
dog, by
turtle.
making it blue. You
Yes.
stand out.
Yeah,
Like
just
no
tongue
one
is
can
out.
copy you,
100%.
or they will be copying.
Agreed.
Okay, so Lobos.
Yep. Michigan State. Well, I think we all automatically have to go boo. Or Bryant University. What on God's green earth? Oh, but Rhode Island. We have ties to that.
We do have ties to Green Hill. I just like bulldogs, and what is that? A Spartan
No, I don't.
mascot is
And also,
Sparty.
that's Grandy's
That's
rival.
competition. So
Yeah.
we're out on that.
Yeah, we're out
Bryant
on that.
University, we're in.
His name's Tupper.
Never heard of that one
Love.
either.
Okay, this is easy for me, but I'm curious what you say.
Mine is University of Florida for sure.
Thank you.
I just
They have
always
the
wanted
coolest
to go there.
mascot. Yes.
I toured their campus
You
when I
did?
was younger, although there was no way I was getting in there. Or maybe I would have. Probably not. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
think
don't
after
know.
I got my whatever, I was too afraid to leave anyway.
Yeah, but their mascot's awesome. And I like Florida. It's warm there and they have beaches.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you.
That school looked so fun. They had a pool on campus. It was the middle of the school day when I was touring and people were in the pool.
Yeah. I think
so cool.
University
It
of
looks
Miami
cool
has
there.
that too. It looks so fun. Florida Gators, like how fun is that?
Or maybe I was actually, I was at Miami.
You were at
Never mind.
Miami?
I've never been to this one.
Okay. No worries.
Maybe they have a pool too, though. It's Florida.
They probably do.
Okay, so that's done. University of Connecticut. We also have a connection to Connecticut. University of Oklahoma. Oh, the Sooners. That's like a big deal. I'm going to
Huge
go with
deal.
Sooners because that's a
It's top
big deal.
dog.
John's
I think that's
favorite
a safe bet.
John's favorite college team is the Sooners.
Boomer
I feel as though I
Sooners,
have
right?
Yes. The mascot.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
a dog.
dog. I think, well, the Husky's a dog too.
Yeah, but this is a cuter dog in my opinion. And
Mhm.
I feel like I got to represent my mans.
I'm just going with it because I've heard of it and I know it's a big deal.
Perfect. Okay.
University of Memphis versus Colorado State University. Obviously, we're going Colorado State.
Duh.
Cam
Go
the
Rams.
Ram. The University of Maryland.
Maryland.
Chrisfield, Maryland.
That's how I say
Oh
it.
my god, wait, the
Terrapins.
terrapins.
See, I told you.
Another
Yeah.
bird.
No,
that's a turtle.
Wow,
I would have thought that was a bird too. I didn't notice the shell.
That doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
It's a diamondback.
They could have done that better.
Okay, but
You're gonna go
that's
turtle. You gotta
so
do like
awesome
green.
that,
looks
that
like
they
a
have
bird.
it. I love that. There's
Terrapins.
It's a turtle, like I asked.
Yeah, but why do you love that?
I don't know because it's unique. Antelope, that's unique too.
The
but I don't know
Lopes.
about that.
Lopez.
The lope.
The Lopez.
I don't know. He's cute. I don't know. Ooh, this is a hard one.
I think I'm gonna go with the turtle
I think I'm going turtle too.
because now we have an emotional connection
Yeah,
to him.
100%.
Also, the Dead. They have that one song about
Terrapin
terrapins.
Station?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh, right,
okay.
right, yeah.
Fucking expert.
Oh, that's why you were so excited.
No, actually, that just made that connection. I
But
just wanted
Terrapin,
turtles
yeah.
because I thought it was fun.
Mm.
But
It's a Dead song.
but
And it's a dispensary.
And it's
Terrapin Station is a dispensary. But yeah, that's extra bonus points
bonus points
for that reason.
Mhm.
Thank you,
'Kay.
Kelly. Okay.
Oh, this is a big deal too. University of Missouri. Mizzou.
Mizzou.
I always hear people say.
Or Drake. I have a big opinion on this.
Drake is canceled.
Exactly. We hate Drake. He's canceled. And also, I have friends who went to Mizzou.
Okay, Mizzou done. So
Perfect.
Texas Tech.
Or
The
Wilmington.
Red
Love it.
Raiders.
Mhm,
The
mhm,
Masked
mhm.
Radar. I do not like him.
Ew, I hate
He
him.
reminds me of the evil like Proctor guy in Toy Story.
Yes.
What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Dirty Dan or something.
That's what you
SpongeBob.
call our doctor, wasn't it? Our childhood pediatrician. Didn't you call him that?
His name. It's like Lieutenant Dan.
No, it's the
No.
prospector. They're just calling that.
Oh, yeah.
Why did I think
I was saying the proctor.
Oh, it's Dirty Dan because of SpongeBob. It's still in my mind. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Or University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
You've got a major connection there.
Major connection to Wilmy. Love Wilmy.
Seahawks. I like that.
I
And
like the
again,
Seahawks
this
and the colors.
radar guy is a big no.
Dan is
Radar.
canceled.
The radar.
The radar.
The prospector's out.
Next.
KU. I think we
Duh.
got to go KU.
Dang.
It's KU versus University of Arkansas. I've never heard of you guys.
And they're like the warheads or something?
Yeah.
Razorbacks.
The
No, I'm
Warheads?
sorry. I was giving
The Warhogs. Because their mascot, I think, is a...
Oh, Big Red.
I don't like it.
No, I've always
K-
been into the KU thing.
Logo.
And
The
I like
mascot.
want to, I wish I could have gone there. That looked
Same.
like a fun experience.
Yes.
Being a Jayhawk seems
Totally.
so cool.
Yes. And I love the bird. The colors are fun. He's wearing
Yes.
fun sneakers. I like
Yeah.
his footwear. I'm into
They
it.
always go fucking hard with
Yeah.
the pride too. So
Yeah.
they get points for that.
Looks like a fun school.
St. John's University or University of Nebraska, Omaha.
I
Omaha.
don't have opinions on either of those.
Omaha just reminds me of Peyton Manning. That's it.
Okay.
But also, what is that fucking bird? Johnny Thunderbird?
Johnny Thunderbird. At least he's got a name.
So,
Mascot Durango. That's so lame.
That's his name.
But it's a bull, and I'm a Taurus.
Okay, so we can do that. I'm fine with that.
Let's go with the bull.
And we also said no more fucking birds.
Yeah, true.
All right. So we
Wait,
got the
was
left
that
side.
Omaha?
Now we're doing the right side.
This
Is
is
that-
the
did I
east
pick
and the
Omaha?
northwest, Sydney.
What's wrong with it? Where's the south?
You guys
That's
just
what we just
did.
did.
That you guys just did south and west. Now you're doing east and
Got it. I
midwest.
thought you meant
Midwest. Can I say northwest?
Okay.
Duke University. They're a big deal.
Big
I'd
deal.
put my money on Duke.
Dookie University.
Yeah, you said
I want Duke.
Did I say Dookie?
Yeah.
I want Duke University because I call Cookie Duke all the time.
Kooky Duke.
Kooky
That's
Duke.
cute.
Or the Duke.
The Blue Devils.
And that's just kind of fun. Blue Devil
Yeah, that is fun.
versus the Mountaineers.
Look at that. Look at that guy though.
Mountaineering
think so.
St. Mary's
No.
University.
He's ripped though. He's kind of hot.
Yeah. I
He
don't
is
know.
ripped.
His name is Emmett S. Berg.
I don't
Get it?
think-
No, he's giving like Predator.
The city.
Totally was going to say that. Pull the words right.
Oh, I don't
Someone's
like
got
that.
to.
Okay, Mississippi State University versus Baylor.
I like Baylor because I like Balin on TikTok, and it kind of sounds like that.
Mm-hmm.
Baylor's satisfying to say too.
Baylor's
Yeah.
a religious school, right?
Oh, really? I don't
Isn't it a
freaking
Christian
know.
I
school?
think
Yeah.
The Bears.
Baylor's a big deal. I had
or
a
the
friend that
Bulldogs.
went there. It's
Yeah.
in Waco.
But so is Miss. Well, actually, I don't know.
You're thinking Ole Miss.
Yeah, never mind.
Bears versus Bulldogs. Pretty boring. Yeah, I say we go Baylor just because I've heard of it more.
Agreed.
University of Oregon.
Big
I
deal.
love their
Big
colors.
deal.
I've always, that's another one that I'm like, I'm jealous of you people.
Yeah.
It looks like you all had a great college experience. Looks fun.
I agree.
The Oregon Duck. Yeah, Duck is just such a fun
So
mascot.
fun. That's like awesome.
It's like Donald Duck, but in a
Totally.
costume.
You
in a
can't ask for
uniform.
anything more fun.
That's
Versus the
great.
Liberty University Eagles.
Liberty.
Liberty. No.
Yeah,
They're
no,
out.
you're right. That just sold it.
University of Arizona. We got the Wildcats. I like that because of High School Musical.
Total. Ooh, that's big.
Wait, and
in my book.
yes.
But this guy looks like Bear in the Big Blue House.
the nose and the face, it's exactly like
that looks
it.
like Bear in the Big Blue House.
I love Bear in the Big Blue
I
House. This is University of
love-
Akron, and it kind of sounds like Akon.
Isn't it Akron?
Akron, whatever.
Yeah.
It sounds like
and we love
Akon.
Akon.
Yep. So I think we go.
I think we
got
gotta
to
go Bear in the Big Blue House. Agreed.
Akron, it is. Never heard of y'all.
Akron. I think it's
Akron. Maybe it is Akron.
Akron, Ohio.
His name is Zippy.
Okay.
Oh,
Brigham
Brigham
Young.
Young.
Oh my God, we know someone
Do we?
that went to BYU that we go to every week.
Oh yes, we do.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out.
Every couple of weeks.
Yeah,
If-
whatever.
If we have time.
Yeah. But
Yes.
great guy.
Great guy.
What is this? Virginia Commonwealth University Rams. No, because that's interfering with the CSU Rams.
That is just too much too to put Commonwealth in your name. That's
Yeah,
just so
enough.
extra.
Enough.
Enough. Yeah. No more Rams.
No.
There's enough Rams.
Yeah. So Cosmo
Cosmo
the
is a
Kruger,
great name, and
that's
Cosmo looks cool.
Yeah.
Cosmo looks like you.
He
could
looks like
party
he
with
just
him.
took 10 dabs, and I'm
Right.
into it.
Yes,
But it's
Uh-huh.
BYU.
Yeah,
Maybe, maybe
right.
not.
He just had some soda.
Right.
He's
Yes,
lit.
he just
Yeah.
went to that soda place.
Perfect.
Definitely. Two spits. University of Wisconsin Madison. The Badgers.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky Badger. I love the name Bucky. University of Montana. Missoula.
Uh-huh.
Grizzlies. That's a big one too. I've
Mhm.
heard of them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Bucky Badger.
But
Don't know who that
Bucky
is.
Badger, they're really big. Madison.
I like Bucky.
You
I
like
think
Bucky?
he's cute. He kind of looks like a Chippendale.
He does. I'm into him. He's cute.
Or not a Chippendale. He looks like Chip and Dale.
I like that. That's fine. We're going with University of Wisconsin.
St. Mary's College.
Or Vanderbilt. That's a big one, I know.
Oh, Vanderbilt. I saw a girl get accepted into that school. She was very
What-
excited
I think
and
it's
cried.
I think it's really hard to get into.
Look
Yeah.
at their mask.
I'm going to say hate
Commodores.
both their mascots.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
looks like the
okay,
same guy.
so
Yeah,
For-
deadass. Is this the same guy?
St. Mary's, they've got Gideon, the giant smiling Gale. It looks like Lord Farquaad out there. That's not happening.
Yeah,
I've heard
Lord-
of Vanderbilt, so let's go
I agree.
that.
Lord Farquaad can.
Lord. Yeah. It's not a great mask.
There is a. Shut the fuck up. I had no idea there was an elephant.
Elephant mascot?
University
oh,
of
sorry. I have the
Alabama.
same thing as you.
like what?
You look like you're shocked.
Well, because I was just so
Yeah.
shocked by
Yeah,
what you
yeah, yeah.
said. I love that. I don't think we even need to really discuss this.
No, there's-
University of
For
Alabama.
the colonials, it's giving
Yes.
absolutely not. It's giving your
Yes.
cancel.
Yes, agreed. Robert Morris University, you are canceled.
Canceled.
University of Houston versus Southern Illinois University.
Shasta and Shasha.
Oh my God, there's
Shasta-
two of them.
Oh, that's
Wait,
fun.
there
Are
has-
they a couple? Are they married? Oh, well, they're adorable. They look like
teammates.
Simba and Nala.
That's adorable.
Excellent.
I think
giving-
that's like already
They're
Yeah,
giving
we're
high school
done.
sweethearts.
versus
'Kay.
CU.
Eddie.
Yeah, no. CU.
Southern Illinois
that's-
University.
No, I know,
That's not
but
his
like,
name.
how do
His
they-
name is Eddie, Janelle.
No. This school is.
I know, but like,
yeah.
but like, do people when they go,
I go
they're
to
like,
see you.
like, do they
But
go
then
like,
it sounds like you're
Suey?
saying see you.
Oh,
Sue-
right. Suey.
Gonzaga. That looks like Gonzala.
Wait,
I
what
like
did you
Oh,
say?
we picked University of Houston, the twins.
Okay.
What? Cheese?
I said, yeah, it reminds me of cheese. Gonzaga. Sounds like Gonzala. Or
Oh, yeah.
Gorgonzola,
They're
Gorgonzola,
both
right?
bulldogs, though.
Mm-hmm. Who's the cuter bulldog?
I think the gray one's cuter.
Spike versus hairy dog. Actually, it's kind of fun. Dog with a W. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be kind of fun.
I think I gotta go hairy dog. He kind of looks like Rebel from Paw Patrol, so I like that. I love Rebel.
Okay, sure.
I like his design.
I'm cool with that.
Clemson, I've heard of them. McNeese, never heard of that.
I don't like that.
I don't either, and they've got a weird cowboy.
He looks creepy.
name
He's
is
giving
Rowdy.
pedophile too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the tiger. He looks like Tony the Tiger. He belongs in a fucking cereal box. He's like, what's up, motherfuckers? You know, he looks cool.
I have a family member that goes to Clemson.
Okay, so that's it. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson. Purdue.
I've heard of them.
I've heard of them. High Point University. Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Panthers.
That's
Or
so
the
boring.
Boilermakers.
Ugh,
What
I
on
don't like why mascots need to be
animals?
Stop with the people.
I agree.
Or like even an inanimate object would
I
fly.
agree.
Like I would take a fire hydrant or like a taco over a
Dude, that'd be
person.
sick. The tacos.
Yeah, something like that. No one's ever done that.
What is a Boilermaker? I don't even know what that is. Does anyone know what that is?
Do they make boilers in West Lafayette?
Boilermaker is a tradesperson who
okay.
fabricates steels, irons, and copper into boilers and other large containers intended to hold hot gas or liquid.
He's the type of blacksmith.
Okay, so he's good with his hands, but he's a human, not a... I feel like humans just lose.
Yeah.
So we
Unless
go
we have
High
no
Point,
choice.
High Point Uni. University of Illinois or Xavier University. Oh, but that's another fucking person. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Blue Bob? Blue Bob? Oh,
Blue Bob.
hell yes.
The Blue Bob.
I'm into that.
Oh, he's cool. There's two.
Yeah, I'm into that.
What's the first guy's name?
The Musketeer.
The Musketeer.
Darthanigan, though? D'Artagnan?
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan?
D'Artagnan.
That's a
and
lot.
The Musketeer and Blue Bob.
But you guys got Blue Bob. We're
That's
done.
so dope.
Illinois didn't even have one.
Yeah, lame.
You have.
Bye.
It should be a law. Your poor fans don't have a mascot.
No, it's horrible.
That's sad. University of Kentucky, Illinois. The Wildcats. Another High School Musical thing. University of Southern California, the Trojans. Oh, I've heard of them.
So it reminds me of condoms. I'm into the Wildcats because of High School Musical.
Yeah, I say we go with that. Plus, it's a person. University of California, Los Angeles.
The Bruins.
Bruins.
Turn up.
Ooh, there's
Okay.
a lady Bruin
Yeah, we
there,
love
too.
that.
Joe and Josephine.
Joe and Josephine.
Joe and Josephine.
Hail the Utah IE is a fight song. Is a fight song.
Is there a fight song?
There are
Yeah, but-
so many. I say we go UCLA.
I agree. Goodbye. All right, next up.
University of Tennessee, Wofford College. Wofford. The dog's pretty cute.
He's really cute.
Oh, but the other dog's
Cuter.
Smokey's way cuter.
I like Smokey.
Smokey's adorable.
Yeah.
We got to go Smokey.
Okay, perfect.
Not the cutest
Tennessee,
dog. I've
done.
seen.
Brackets done.
No.
Nope.
No, we have to.
Oh,
Let's narrow it down.
This
Okay.
won't take very much time because we took off half their asses.
Or University of Michigan and Yale.
Oh shit.
I think we go Michigan for Grandy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
UNC or Iowa State.
I think the Cyclone's more exciting than University of North Carolina.
I agree.
Cyclone.
Okay, New Mexico versus Bryant.
Oh, the dog with his tongue out.
Florida versus Oklahoma.
Oh,
Sooners.
shit.
Wow, this happened so soon.
I don't know.
I feel like it's your man.
It's my man.
Sooners.
Boomer
And
Sooner.
you thought that you tore the campus. You did not.
Right.
Sooners.
I have no connection.
All right, Sooners it is.
Okay, Colorado State versus Maryland.
Colorado State, duh.
Yeah, Colorado State.
Perfect.
Okay, Missouri versus UNC Wilmington.
I have to go Wilmington. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Kansas versus Omaha.
I think Omaha's was boring, if I remember.
You guys are all about the
Nothing to write
Kansas
home
City.
about.
Or,
Yeah,
you know,
I think we got to go Jayhawks just because that's.
Oh, right. Duh. The fun bird.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Jayhawks.
Duke versus Baylor.
I say Duke.
I like Duke better.
Yeah,
Oregon versus Akron.
I think Oregon again. The
right.
Ducks.
The O. No, that's.
Oh,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Ducks.
Why did I like Akron?
No,
though?
we like Oregon.
We liked Akron because of Akon though.
Oh, and because Bear in the Big Blue House. I think
What's
Bear in the Big Blue House wins.
Over what was the other one?
The duck.
This guy.
But these people, I know that they're better. I think.
You
But
do?
they're good at football.
Oh, it's more football that they're.
I don't
good
know.
at.
I don't
Maybe
know
they're not
basketball.
that good at it. I'm just trying to pick smart bets. I've heard more about these people.
I don't know. Bear in the Big Blue House. I don't know. You pick. I'll let you pick. I can't have this
Have you
pressure.
ever seen Zippy before?
No, that's what I'm saying.
But have you seen this duck?
I know.
The duck. I
Okay.
think we got to make a smart call and go in
Damn.
with Oregon.
Okay.
I may live to regret it.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
BYU versus Wisconsin.
Okay, so we've got BYU.
Wisconsin's a Badger.
versus-
I don't know. I still think I want to go with BYU.
You think? Okay, that's fine.
I just really like this Cougar.
Totally.
I like that their basketball almost looks like a cat, too. Like their logo.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I like it.
That's fine.
Okay, Vanderbilt versus Alabama.
Elephant versus
Oh, the elephant?
The
It's
elephant.
the only one.
The
Duh.
elephant. Duh.
Elephant. Alabama.
Okay, Houston versus Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, Georgia
Was a
we
Bulldog.
like Georgia for some reason.
Houston had the two Cougars.
Okay, Georgia. Oh, versus Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Georgian's a person. Georgian. Oh, no. It looks like from far away.
I think
Looks
the
like
two.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I think
You
the
look
two. The
far.
two animals are better than one.
Okay,
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
Houston.
Houston.
Okay, Clemson versus High Point.
Tony the Tiger.
It's boring.
Clemson.
Clemson's was
Okay, Clemson.
And then High Point.
Was the
so
purple
it's two tigers versus it's tiger versus tiger, baby.
panther. Purple panther.
Whatever, same family. Cat versus cat.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's boring. This
Okay.
is so boring.
Okay, so then California.
HPU, they don't have a paw print.
Okay, yeah,
These
you're
guys
right.
have a paw print.
No, you're.
And
that
like I said, I
actually-
know someone that
Great
goes
point.
there.
Clemson.
Clemson.
Xavier versus Kentucky.
Xavier's blue bob.
Oh, Blue Bob wins for sure, don't you think? Blue Bob.
Kentucky
yeah.
was the
Versus
Wildcat.
the Wildcat.
Blue-
No,
It's
still
blue blob, right?
Bob.
Oh.
That's
I
even.
thought it was the blue blob. Because it kind of looks like a blob.
He does.
It could be.
I think I was
Double
saying
check.
blue
So Nick goes,
blob
it could be.
Maybe it was a typo.
Okay.
UCLA versus Tennessee.
The Bruins.
Tennessee's orange.
Tennessee.
Cute dog.
And then
the
you-
dog is so
But the
cute.
dog is
UCLA
so
was like the
cute.
two
That might be my
bears.
favorite mascot.
Oh, but this is UCLA.
Two
But
bears.
the dog is so cute.
I know. That's,
UCLA, we know they're good. But so is Tennessee, right? These are like two big teams, I think.
Mm-hmm.
UCLA
I
has
don't
a
know.
prettier
I say
school.
we go Tennessee. But UCLA,
I like
know.
the state of California better.
I like the UCLA colors better.
it's
I
a
do
really
too.
pretty school.
But
It's a
That
really,
dog-
UCLA is gorgeous, huh?
Yeah.
And like people like dream to go there.
That was
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah.
dream school.
it was mine too.
I was never getting in.
Hell no for me.
Okay, so which
Got
one?
that ACT score. Said, never mind.
That has me
It
on the
said, you're going to
Google.
CSUP.
Okay. You can make the final call, cousin.
I don't know.
It's
UCLA.
So tough. Okay.
UCLA.
UCLA.
All right,
Okay, here we go. Alabama State versus Michigan.
Michigan.
Iowa State versus New Mexico.
No,
Gray
the
dog.
Cyclone. Cyclone.
Okay. Oklahoma OU versus Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
No Sooners?
Oh, you know what?
Your man.
That's your man.
Oh,
You-
okay.
you
OU.
choose.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate that. OU.
All right. UNC Wilmington versus Kansas. The Jayhawks. The one that you guys
The
liked.
really fun
I just say
mascot.
go against what?
The mascot versus Wilmington. The fun mascot that we love, the orange and blue.
No, but it's
the
you're-
bird.
But,
How much
like,
do you care?
Not that much.
I said we go bird.
I
Okay.
say we go bird. Okay.
Okay. Duke versus Oregon.
Oregon with the big O.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't
Oh, wait,
know.
but Cookie.
I don't know. I think Duke. I just have a
think
good
Duke-
feeling about Duke.
Okay, then Duke.
Okay.
Fine with me.
BYU versus Alabama. So Alabama was the one you guys liked.
We liked Alabama.
What was Alabama?
I think.
Damn, Alabama. I say we go with that because of in
Oh,
honor of
agreed.
Alabama Barker.
No, I agree.
Oh, it was the elephant.
There was an elephant.
Alabama's the elephant?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Damn, Alabama.
Or the cougar.
No.
Alabama.
Okay. Houston versus Clemson.
Clemson.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. Xavier versus UCLA.
UCLA. Wait, is Xavier the blob though?
Xavier is the blob.
Versus UCLA. You really think the blog people
Okay.
are going to win?
You're
Let's
right.
go with UCLA.
You're right.
Okay. Okay.
UCLA.
Here we go.
All right. Last one.
Michigan versus Iowa State.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Okay. Oklahoma versus Kansas.
Because I think Oklahoma's mainly football.
It is.
That's like their big thing. I
Okay,
think
so
the
they're gonna-
Jayhawks are known for more basketball.
Okay, yeah. So and I like their
I've
mascot.
seen the
And that's
I've seen the mascot out on the basketball court a lot. So I'm gonna go with Jayhawks.
perfect.
Okay. Michigan versus Kansas. And then
Michigan,
it's Duke
Right?
versus
We have to say
Clemson.
Grandy.
Over the bird?
I haven't heard anything about Michigan's basketball team in a long time. I hear about Jayhawks like every year.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
feel like it's a safer bet.
I'm pretty sure Michigan won last year.
Do you want to double check?
She's pulling that out of her ass.
Swear to God, because my dad likes it for that reason.
All right.
I'm almost positive they won because I remember my dad, they
that's
won
fair.
something recently because my dad and John were all excited.
I couldn't name someone who has won ever. So
Okay.
I will go with you.
Okay.
Okay, Duke versus Clemson.
It has to be Duke. We love Duke.
Yeah.
Duke. That's it.
All right, that's our bracket.
Oh, do we pick who's going to win it all between Duke and Michigan, though? The final score is 72 to 84. No.
I feel good about
72 to 76.
Okay. I feel good about that. I really need to go. I'm sorry, everybody.
And that is it.
That is it. That was fun. I really enjoyed
So
that.
we'll see. I guess we were going to go through who's already gotten kicked off, but wait, are you sure you have the pictures?
Yep, I just screenshotted it twice.
Thank you guys. This was so helpful and fun.
So I guess we'll see every week. Next week, we'll do an update of who's left still.
Yeah. Because we know it's going to be Michigan in the end.
Oh, 100% Michigan's taking it for sure. Oh, they even gave us confetti.
Love it.
Did Michigan win last year?
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, wait, you're leaving. Okay, love you. Goodbye. See you in the next session. Until then,
keep it fresh.
keep it fresh. Okay, so we just looked up who's still in. Kendall and I are
Professionals.
kind of good at this.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that we might be better than some people who actually pay attention.
Should we go into sport betting?
Yeah, I think we are geniuses. Okay, so Michigan and Duke are still in. That's wonderful news. Are the green checks the one we got right?
Yeah, you got a lot on the
we
East.
are like good at this on the East.
Yeah, look at that.
Literally almost every one of them we got. You guys
Damn,
got.
we're fucking good.
So
I'm really proud of us. Is it the final thing?
So it's up to Duke and Alabama. So right now, if Duke
right.
We're right
wins,
before
they'll
the
be
semifinal. We're right before the semifinal.
When does
Yes.
that play?
3:29.
Okay, so not for a bit.
Damn, Michigan killed it.
Damn, turn up.